Live from Rouse's on Burbank. Eagle 98.1 Game Day is presented by Super Chevy, your local Super Chevy dealers, and Yingling, featuring Yingling Flight. Hear it on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and your flagship home for the Tigers, Eagle 98.1.
Rev delivers fiber-powered technology for your home and your business with phone, internet, TV, and security that keeps you connected. Backed by local teams. Get 6 months of Rev business service free, plus a price lock. Call or click today. Some restrictions apply.
Yo, Jake and Flynn here. When it comes to roofing repair and new roofs, there's a #1 top-rated roofer you need to know, Pelican Roofing. A recent recipient of the Better Business Bureau Integrity Award, Pelican Roofing has literally hundreds of 5-star reviews.
We know there are a lot of roofing companies, but there's only one Pelican Roofing in Baton Rouge and Lafayette and the surrounding areas. They even offer 0% financing for those who qualify.
Call for your free estimate at 225-629-1788 or visit pelicanroof.com.
Hey, it's Gordy Rush, and we're excited to introduce Guaranteed Digital Media, your trusted partner in navigating the ever-evolving digital landscape. We offer a full suite of digital media services designed to help your business grow online. The digital world can be complex. Let the team you already know and trust guide you through it. Get a free website audit today. Visit GuaranteeMedia.com. GuaranteeMedia.com.
Trust isn't given, it's earned. And just like LSU athletes earn their success, FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake providers earn trust every day. As LSU's championship health partner, they take care of the Tigers on the field, on the court, and all across Louisiana. Players like Flau'jae Johnson, Michaela Williams, Robert Miller III, and DJ Thomas Jr. trust the Lake to keep them healthy, strong, and ready to perform. Trust the team that cares for the team you love, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU. Together, we rule.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, December 18th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 77. On today's show, we'll talk LSU football and the transfer portal as two big names entered yesterday. We'll be joined by Bobby Carpenter at 7:30 to preview the college football playoff. And at 9 a.m., LSU men's basketball coach Matt McMahon. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 1 of Off the Bench, live from the Raise a Cane studios, starts now.
Santa's Little Helpers, Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, are taking over Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota. Tune in for some naughty and nice sports talk this Christmas season. Live from Raising Cane's studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! Ho! Yo! Yo! Ho, ho, ho!
Tired of that? Yep. Was the second time you did it?
I did it 3 times, I think.
Yeah. You said, are you tired of that yet? And I said, yeah, I was tired of it the second time you did it.
That's
not the,
rude.
It's not the hose, it's the yo's.
Wow. I hate Christmas.
You're not Santa Claus. Kind of got you there.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Welcome in, OTB. Thursday morning. Foggy day here in the capital city. Jake, Thew, Alondra, and Tay all here with you.
We're just going with you, huh?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well,
that's not the callback we should have used from yesterday.
Good thing is I control the intros here. You got it tomorrow. You can call me whatever you want. I ain't going to be here. But for today, I got it.
I'm going to have to, prep this afternoon.
Yeah.
Got to think about the show.
I'd hope so.
Absolutely. I'm excited about that.
What are we going to talk about?
I have no idea. We're going to figure it out, though, Tripod, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep. We're going to make award-winning radio. Not only tomorrow, but today as well.
Okay. I can be a part of it today.
Yeah, you can be a part of it today. It's all good. Good morning to you as well, sir. How are you?
Thank you. Doing well. First day that all the kids are going to be off for Christmas. We're driving up
They're off today?
Yes,
that's right. Yeah.
Off today, yeah. Jackson took his last final. He was the only one that had to go yesterday. So he took his last final, all done. So getting in the car after my second show of the day later today and heading up to the Port City.
Very good. Well,
spending time up there. It's going to be our Christmas time spent up there.
And then have you decided on whether or not you're going to take take anybody to Dallas?
We're trying.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's funny because the noon game most of the time would be perfect, but we're trying to do Christmas with different parts of the family, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
So that's the part that there's a wrench in the plans there. We'd have to leave Shreveport pretty early on Sunday. I mean, it's not that far of a drive, a little bit over 3 hours, but
no, it's a lot.
Parks, you got to get ready.
I mean, you'd like to try to do everything since you don't get to get out to LA very often to visit the Chargers on their home field.
I know.
But seeing them in Cowboys Stadium, it'd probably be like seeing them at a home game for the Chargers as well. Mostly Cowboy fans.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. We played there most years because that was one of our preseason opponents, regardless.
Yeah.
In 1 year, I think we played them in the preseason and the
regular Cowboys
season.
would always practice out there, right?
Oxnard, yeah.
Didn't y'all practice with them?
Yep.
Leading up to the game?
Yep.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, that was always fun.
Yeah. I
4 days of the most intense practice.
Yeah,
you can
I never
that
wanted to do that, people. And I never was a part of those.
Y'all never did one?
Uh-uh.
And all the teams that you played for, y'all never had a joint practice?
Uh-uh.
Wow.
I want to say my last year when I was with well, you got to think, I was only in full training camp with 3 teams, though. Green Bay, then Seattle, then Oakland. Those two, and those teams never traditionally did it. I think the year that I was in training camp with the Patriots, I think they did it, but week 2 maybe of preseason, and I got cut after week 1.
Yeah, they Giants maybe every year?
I don't remember.
Something like that.
I don't remember.
Those joint practices, oof. I mean, it was get after it for 4 straight days.
Yeah, no,
every
it
period
looked
was
like
a game.
Zero fun, sir.
So, I mean, some of it was fun because in training camp, it gets so long and boring, and, you're just looking for something different, and it gave you that. But it also, that was after 2 days of that, you're like, okay, I got it. I got my fill. Got my epinephrine. It's all good.
Got my
We're good to go. Because you got, on the other side, you got Sean Lee, who had no regard for his body. And he thought every rep was like a game rep.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh. Bobby C was a part of some of those practices. Who's coming on with us in a little bit.
Yeah, old Sean Lee. He wasn't here for a long time, but he was here for a good time.
Yes, he was. Oh, my God. That guy, I'm like, hey, man, you might want to save some.
You might want to save some. You want to stretch this career out, maybe get a second or third contract. But yeah, man, that's I'm excited for the holidays. Get some time with the fam, and then I know that so you're leaving. So the kids were out yesterday. You only had one going today. Yeah, our schedule's a little bit different. You kind of wonder what like, why are they going in? But there's some cool things they get to do. Like, they went yesterday, but it was like a noon dismissal yesterday.
Yeah.
Today they're going in, and like one of my daughter Tuzette, she's got like, I don't know, like Polar Express Day where they get to wear. So it's like,
Wear
it's
the
not
pajamas.
like, probably not necessarily like, let's say probably not getting like crazy education, probably not doing a ton of math today. And then tomorrow there's a Christmas program.
Oh, they still go tomorrow.
They still go tomorrow,
wow.
but it's like at least for the lower school, it's like a fun day. Like, so they have a Christmas program that my son's in, and then they have like a little Christmas party, and then that's dismissed at noon. So that's what we're doing. So I got to actually leave tomorrow about 9:30 to make it, because he's, got a speaking and a singing role in this Christmas spectacular. So it starts at 10. So I'll be there. Then we're headed out of town on Sunday.
Hopefully those lessons you've been paying for pay off.
Wow, 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 wow.
I mean, if Huck got up there and did that,
he better sing, hi, yeah. God,
that's what I
good.
need to see.
God, that sounded good.
Sure.
I've only had one sip of coffee.
You need to finish some more. Alondra, Tay, how we doing? Everything good?
Yeah, everything good. Ready for the Christmas party tonight. I love a Christmas party.
Oh, yeah, the
company Christmas party
yeah.
tonight. I love an open bar. Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm ready for that.
It's well done, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
It's at CCL.
Yep.
So I love a photo booth. There's always a photo booth there.
HD photo booth.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It hates to see you coming, doesn't it?
It really does, truly. Don't let me see a photo booth. I'm making everybody take a picture in it.
Right.
Such high quality, too.
Yeah,
like,
they look great. They
Anybody
come
that's
out
going to be
looking
looking
great.
for her, they're going to be, where's Alondra? She
I'm
won't
at the
leave the photo
booth.
booth.
Right.
If you're ever looking for, I'm at the photo booth, and I'm bringing every single one of you to it to take a picture.
Like the big glasses.
Yes, the boas.
Some hats, I'm sure.
The one that was at your birthday party.
Yeah, that one was good.
We have that up like as a family portrait.
It's
because
in my
it was so
office.
good. Like,
Yeah.
all the kids are staring at the camera. All the kids are smiling.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's black and white.
It's black and white.
Yeah, the one that we took, like the whole OTV crew.
Yeah.
I have it in the office. Like that, those came out really good. I'm like, dang. Yeah.
Shout out.
But so last night, speaking of Christmas parties,
yeah,
the LSU, the sports properties one was last night. We didn't go either. Brian texted us in a group chat, and he goes, "Just me and James here. Where y'all at?" I said, "You literally just gave me a heart attack." Like when I tell you, my heart was thumping out its chest. I thought I was forgetting to go do a game or something. I'm like, Brian, you can't just say that.
In your mind, you're going through the sports of,
yes.
oh my God,
I was
who's
like,
playing?
I don't have basketball until Friday. Like
I thought that for half a second, but then I was like, wait, he said there's two of them. There's not going to be more than two. And I was like, all right.
When I say I completely forgot about that, no remembrance of talking about that until y'all.
Yeah.
It's on me. It's on me.
I mean, I'm
not
just
that
not
I could
going to
have
do
gone
back to
anyways.
back. Yeah, I'm not.
This time of year with all, a lot.
Too
just
much
a lot.
going on, yeah.
But I bet they had a good time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Voice.
If you're looking for me tonight, I'll either be at the bar or at the photo booth.
Nowhere else.
Nope.
Nowhere else. Tay, you're going, huh?
I will be there.
Okay. All right.
Yep. We will be there. Love the Christmas party.
Yep.
Great. Little drive for me, but you know what? Worth it.
Oh, it is.
It's a drive.
Pretty long grip for you. For sure.
I was so mad at Paul and Musso yesterday. They're like, I can't believe we have to work after the Christmas party. We have to get here. I was like, I know it must suck for y'all. Y'all got to be here at like 10 a.m. the next morning.
Seriously.
That's probably awful for the two of you.
True. True.
I remember last year they were like, after party, and I was like, sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, see, a little clock when it hits 7,
Yeah,
the red light turns on.
That alarm
Should we just
waits
cancel
for
tomorrow?
no one.
We should. OTB is not going to be here tomorrow.
You strike. Go national.
Just go national. Run it.
Are you going to the Christmas party?
We cannot make the Christmas party.
Hey, look.
Boo.
If we all are in agreement that no show for OTB, I'll volunteer to come up here at 6, kick on the national pot, and just go back home. I'll come do that and then go back home.
Yeah, we're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, I can't get in trouble.
Yeah, y'all are bad employees.
Yeah, we're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
No OTV members.
We got to give the people what they want.
The producer's going to show up, then the hosts aren't going to be there.
Got to give the people what they want. No, so we can't go. So we have taking Lacey down to New Orleans tomorrow because it's her birthday tomorrow.
Right.
So, like, we have a full-blown, like, babysitter, like, overnight situation tomorrow, so it's hard for us to get a sitter tonight as well. And I'm sorry, but my wife's birthday takes precedent.
Wow. Throwing Lacey under the bus.
Actually, I get it.
Yeah. I don't think that's even a real debate.
This sounds like, I don't know if y'all have ever
situation.
seen the skit with Kevin Hart when he's like trying to explain like he's got a checking and a savings, talking about his money. Like that's what this
All the
feels
money's
like
in the
right
savings.
now.
No, we got to watch Christmas Vacation, first time of the year.
There you
last
go.
night.
There you go.
What a night.
Oh, what a treat that is.
Love that movie.
Well done.
Yeah. Oh, no, Todd.
The best part about this time of year, it's like nothing's real. Like, what day is it? Hell, I don't know.
No.
You know, what's your responsibilities? I don't really know. Just kind of existing here.
Yep.
Spending
Just
time.
wait. The next 2 weeks, we only work 2 days. Because the next week, Monday, Tuesday, off. And then I believe it's going to be that way because we're off New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, which is a Wednesday, Thursday.
Not mad at it.
I'm going to be sad.
Not mad at it.
I
got my.
Who am I going to get all these hot takes to?
Lacey,
yeah.
Poor Lacey.
I do that a lot with Victoria.
I bet you do. I bet you do. So I've been a little spoiled because normally I would have had to cover the SEC championship game and Army Navy in back-to-back weeks. So this would have been my first weekend off. So I've been a little spoiled. But I got the call yesterday that I've got Sugar Bowl Media Day on December 30th, the game on the 1st. Then I've got the semifinal in Atlanta. Then I've got the national championship game in Miami. And then I've got, as we all do, the Senior Bowl and then the Super Bowl. So
like, oh, you want to take the Army-Navy game off, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to catch up.
At least you got the Sugar Bowl, though.
I'm about to catch up. Yeah, that one's super easy.
Right.
I mean Media Day, I drive down there, do it, and drive back. For the game, I just drive to the game, and I drive back after the game. Now I get home 2 a.m., but I drive back after the game. I'm a little nervous going back to Atlanta. I don't know if y'all remember last time I went to Atlanta. I got stuck there for like 3 days after the game.
There was also the blizzard,
It was
right?
it was snow everywhere in the South. I couldn't get home. I fly to Jackson, couldn't get home
That
from
was
Jackson.
terrible.
Fly back to Atlanta. Had to fly to Shreveport.
And then you have to.
And then I had to drive my mom's car
that's
down
what it
here.
was.
Yeah, my mom rode with me so she could drive her car back. That was the biggest debacle I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, that I felt so bad.
I wanted to walk home.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, from Jackson, Mississippi, I'm like, how can I walk home? It was awful. I was stuck in Atlanta for 3 days.
Like this?
No, I just wanted to walk.
On your way down there.
I didn't want to talk to anybody.
We don't have to talk to anybody.
Well,
Put your headphones in.
The
When
truck
you're
driver's probably going to want to.
Yeah, when you're hitchhiking.
He's probably going to want to talk,
Just
you know.
throw your AirPods in.
So, got to go back there. A little nervous about that.
It just really kind of sounds like you're telling us you're taking a lot of days off soon. That's what I heard.
Well, Alondra and Tate already kind of know that this time of year.
Yeah.
I didn't. When I signed on for this gig, didn't know that.
Well, I wasn't going to tell you that. It's kind of one of those deals where now you're in. Now you're pot committed.
Should have asked.
Got to read the fine print, man.
Let me see. I'll look at it.
I think those are the days I was off, too. Is anybody else's kids like, well, you don't have
it's
kids,
a Tuesday. It's
so
a
talk to
Tuesday.
Jake.
It's a Thursday. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Anybody else's Tuesday through Thursday?
We'll talk about it later.
Anybody else's kids get real
not
cocky
get
when it's
into
noon
it.
dismissals?
Get cocky?
Yeah, oh, yeah. They're real cocky around the household.
When they get early dismissals?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because the Price is Right is on?
All fat and happy.
Okay.
Like, no big deal. Got a noon dismissal.
My kids usually just don't go on those days. Like, we ain't going to noon. I'm going to go sit here and play my Xbox. I mean, you
So,
got to
like-
get an example. Like, somebody tested you. Who tested you?
Nobody tested
It
me.
feels like you said they got all fat and
No,
cocky.
dude. It's like, hey, buddy, hey, did you do your homework this week? Are you studying for your test? Noon dismissal tomorrow, Dad. It's not a big deal. Well, I mean, what do y'all do? Like, are you not doing, like, schoolwork? Do you not do math or anything? Do y'all have any tests? No, Dad's noon dismissal. Walking around with his chest out.
Yeah, did you forget how this works, Matt?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
You weren't going to do anything of substance on a noon dismissal day?
Son, get your notebook out. Let me sign your planner. Get your stuff out. No, Dad, noon dismissal tomorrow.
I'm kind of with Huck. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure my kids get an education.
Yeah.
Well, it's noon
dismissal.
All right, it's fair. All right.
Jeez.
I stand corrected.
On that note, who is this guy?
What's this guy's deal?
Jeez, Pete. I'm embarrassed for you. Let's go to break.
Off the bench.
I'm sorry, Gordon.
No noon dismissals at Gordon.
He didn't know about noon dismissals. Anyways, go to getgordon.com to learn more information. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys throughout the state of Louisiana, going to be able to help you out. And wherever you're at, wherever you're listening to us, just remember, you put your area code followed by the 8. So if you're up in Shreveport, if you're up in Monroe, if you're Hammond, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Houma, Cutoff, Jonesboro, doesn't matter. Put your area code. Yeah, that's where Charles Scott's from. Put your area code before 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
That's right. Get Gordon. Get it done. The G team. We see all the great work Gordon McKernan injury attorneys do with LSU athletics. We see all the phenomenal things that they do year-round around the community, giving back. But at the core of everything, they're here to fight for everybody in Louisiana. If you've been injured, car accident, on the job, whatever it is, it's not your fault. Give them a call. Let them fight for you. Get what you deserve. GetGordon.com.
And affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Let's go ahead and get the show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to GoFlowIV.com, G-E-A-U-X, FlowIV.com. 225-953-8150 is the phone number. Go to the website. Check out the membership packages that they've got available. Check out all the different options they have for you. And there's a lot of different times of the year, obviously, where we're going to send you to GoFlow and talk about how important it is during that time. Summertime, obviously, being hydration, making sure that you're ready to go. And look, you always got to be hydrated, but like right now, sniffle season, right? You don't want to be a part of that. You don't want to be a mouth breather, do you?
Oh my God,
no. So you go ahead and you go see them over at GoFlow, and you get that IV. You start to feeling better, or you get ahead of it. Either way, they got you covered. GoFlowIV.com.
Can we print those shirts? Don't be a mouth breather. Go to GoFlow. So sniffle season, get that boost that immune system. Right. Make sure you get over there quick because noon dismissals, people going to be over there. Lots of people going over there after noon. So make sure you get over there. Go check out their website, GoFlowIV.com. Check out their list of items, their menu, all the different IVs, straight to the veins. Get hydrated, get vitamized right there. GoFlow.
As Clayton says in the Bayou 4 chat, noon dismissal equals the Catalina wine mixer.
No doubt. Taylor, you made me laugh during the commercial break. Talking about my children being all sitting on their high horse, being all cocky during noon dismissals, just walking around the house saying, you know, I don't want you to treat me any differently, Dad, but got noon dismissal. I didn't want to tell you. Don't want you to treat me different.
You do, man. Not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. Getting out of noon today.
I can't wait to call you out.
Gonna have some Christmas candies beforehand. Can't wait to call me out for what?
With Huck. Be like, your dad just didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
It's okay. Uncle Jake's got you. I get it. I'm the cool uncle. Your dad doesn't get noon dismissal. What else doesn't he get? Either way. All right, let's get to some LSU football news. Carius Kern in the transfer portal.
Okay.
Started down the stretch, LSU's last 5 games. Taylor put mixed reviews here inside the document. You know, there's a lot of bad. There's a true freshman, right? And so you're going to go through those growing pains and, compete it out there. But he is in the portal. And you're moving on from Brad Davis. You're going to have a new offensive line coach. And so you might see some of this. And the offensive line, I would say, is probably the position group you have to attack the most in the portal. Right now, currently, you got DJ Chester, you got Ori Williams, you got Paul Mubinga, Cohen Eccles, Weston Davis, Tyree Adams. It's tough to have this conversation because there was a lot wrong with the scheme for the offensive linemen, certainly in the run game. Now, the pass protection stuff, you lost some one-on-one battles there. The Vanderbilt game kind of comes to mind more than any of them. Like, you just got pushed around in pass protection, pushed into the quarterback, flat backed a couple of different times. In the run game, I'll certainly side with the offensive line. They weren't put in a great position, certainly early in the season. This one is a surprise because as a true freshman, you started the back half of the season. And again, it wasn't great. We could, in fact, we'll pull up the Pro Football Focus grades, and I'll kind of give you an example of what we're talking about there.
I think we remember. I think we broke those
I
Pro
think
Football
you need a
Focus.
refresher.
So look, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, right? Right as the regular season was ending for LSU, and talking about the needs going forward, and certainly offensive line is for maybe 2 or 3 top priority. I mean, quarterback's always going to be number 1, but offensive line is a high priority. And the frustrating part coming out of the season was you wanted to know what you have. I don't feel like we know what we have at offensive line because of the scheme that they were asked to be put in. Because of what I saw when they would get beat in pass protection, which is a lot. That's a lot of one-on-ones. You can't blame a lot of scheme on the pass protection woes. But what I saw is I saw bad lazy footwork sometimes. I saw bad hat placement. I saw bad. Right. I saw lunging and guessing like where a guy was going to go. And I look at that and I'm like, well, I see when their footwork is correct that they do a nice job.
Right.
It's when they get sloppy is when they mess up. And so a lot of that, like, is it coaching? Is it we're not talking about the right things? Are we not working enough drills? Are we not going hard enough at practice and one-on-ones? Like, what exactly is it? And then in the running game, you're looking at it and be like, all right, well, the running game's awful. Why is it awful? Well, the scheme's terrible because they can't get to the second level. I mean, we've talked about that ad nauseum about the scheme is not conducive to the offense. Like, the offensive linemen are being put in an unfair position because they're having to hold the block for a long time as the quarterback reads to see if he wants to hand it or throw it. And they're having to hold a block without being able to really move their feet down the field. So they're just having to post up a block and just hold them right there. So it's really hard to actually know. And then, of course, the stories after Brian Kelly's been gone has been like, well, practice weren't very hard. We didn't go real hard. We didn't have a lot of these full contact periods during practice. Well, how the hell are you supposed to get good at playing offensive line if you're not doing those things every single week, especially in spring, especially in training camp, at least once a week in practice during the season? My frustrating part was like, I don't really know what these offensive linemen individually are. I've seen the bad. Of course I have. But, like, why is it bad? Yeah. I don't know if it's a talent level. Talk about Carius Kern. Like, I went to a practice, I think it was right after when we went over there, when you spoke to the team, when Frank Wilson had just taken over, and I was talking to one of the coaches, and I was like, point at one of the guys over there on the offensive line that's mean and nasty.
Yeah.
Just a mean, nasty dude. He gets on the field, has bad intentions.
Yeah.
And he's like, Carius Kern.
Yeah.
That guy right there. He's got bad intentions. So, and I saw that. He would throw his head around. He wanted it, like, his technique was bad a lot.
Yeah.
Now that can be fixed. So I was a little bit shocked to see that he was going, and I would have liked to see him I mean, that, like, of all the people that we've heard leaving, like, that's the one I'm like, man, I would have liked to see that guy get developed into a good offensive system with some more coaching and better practice tendencies, things like that. So I think that's going to could end up being a big loss for LSU. Now, you're not going to feel it because you'll never know what he was because obviously it wasn't that good here. But I think he could go on, be in a well-coached scheme and a good offense and be a really effective offensive lineman.
Yeah, your two highest graded guys from a year ago were both guys out of the transfer portal. Josh Thompson, 62.6. Braylon Moore, 69.4. By far your highest graded offensive lineman. Tyree Adams, 58.4. Carius Kern, 58.6. Cohen Eccles, 57.9. Paul Mubinga, 56.8. DJ Chester, 52.8. Weston Davis, 43.7. Ori Williams, 55.2. So you didn't have an offensive lineman outside of the two transfers that had a passing grade from a year ago. So I do believe that it has to be a function of putting them in better position to succeed, but also they have to take some ownership of their play as well and get better because there's still going to be a bulk of those players that are here fighting for a starting position.
Sure.
Now,
well, how are you supposed to take accountability if you're not given the opportunity to practice the right way?
That's fair.
Is my thought. It's like I can do it all I want. I can go and do pass sets all summer long, all winter, all spring. Well, if I'm not pass setting and getting hit and bull rushed and all this stuff, it's hard to do those things, right? Like, you got to callous your body. You have to practice over and over as an offensive lineman or a blocker, like getting down and dirty, trying to be the low man, straining against another man that is a grown man straining against you. You have to practice those things over and over and over because it's not the same. It's not the same as throwing the shorts and shoulder pads on, kick stepping, locking up for a second and a half, and then play over. Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, and look, what we're talking about, and again, I the scheme, and I agree that it didn't put them in a great position. I do think these players need to continue to develop. We've actually, I've seen better from some of these players in years past than they showed last year. And so, again, a bulk of these players you would assume will be here fighting for starting position there. This one is a surprise because it was a true freshman. You were kind of excited about to see where his development could go. And you're right, you did at least see some of that dog mentality that we're talking about in him. And certainly if somebody's pointing him out as a true freshman, that also has to go up in that room as well. Like that has to go way up. You're one guy that you point out doesn't need to be a true freshman. He could be a part of it.
Yeah,
but like,
he wasn't saying like who's good and talented. I was just like, tell me one guy that just like wants to hurt somebody,
which is important at that position,
extremely important
to say the least. So it's also like it's going to be a reflection on the run game, obviously. So you look at some of the runs that Harlan Berry and Caden Durham had, which in the offseason, believe you me, we will break those runs down. The trust that the quarterback has, I can't speak to that. That's going to be more on you of the trust that you have or don't have in what's in front of you. Like, I wouldn't know what to tell Garrett Nussmeier in the Vanderbilt game, going back and watching that game. As a quarterback, like, what am I supposed to do when I know that I've got half a second to get rid of the football?
Right.
Like, those things are troublesome. And so, like, all of that has to go way up. Now, the offense and the scheme just in itself is going to help you out a ton, but that's the position group more than any on this football team has to have a complete overhaul. It doesn't have to necessarily be with the personnel. You can bring in 3-4 guys. An overhaul can also be in your mentality and the scheme that they're being taught.
No question. And the way you practice and the way you prep and the way you train in the weight room, and everything makes a big difference. And sometimes it's like really little things. And so, I know there's talent there, but they got to bring in more talent. They got to develop the talent that they have. And look, just because we heard, I think Juwan Johnson say it recently on Moscona's show, just because like you enter the transfer portal doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be wearing another helmet. Now there's probably a high probability, a high likelihood, but especially with a new coaching staff, you enter, test the waters, can always get recruited back.
Oh, we've seen that before. Yeah, there's certainly been plays. I mean, Sage Ryan went into the portal, pulled himself out of the portal, played for LSU, put himself in the portal, left and went and played for Ole Miss.
Yeah. And they say they're going in the portal. The portal hadn't opened, so they could always,
that's
tomorrow
their
say,
intention.
hey, you know what? I'm not going actually.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we got to take a break. We've got our guy Bobby Carpenter, the General Big Ten Bob, joining us when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Should have saved this read for Bob. I think he'd enjoyed it. It's always a great time to go for Dose and grab an ice cold Dos Equis. You've got the college football playoff starting this weekend. I'm going to assume that you're going to be in front of a TV all weekend long. Feet up, Dos Equis in hand, enjoying the weekend because that's the best way to enjoy it. So if you're getting ready for a holiday party, if you're at the holiday party, if you're getting ready for the playoffs, if you're watching the playoffs, it's always a great time to go for Dose.
That's right. Like Jake said, there's always a great time to have a beer. As long as you do it responsibly. We've talked about the holiday beers, Friday beer, a Thursday beer. Maybe you're driving, I know it's the morning right now, but maybe you're headed to the airport where time doesn't exist. You're on international time, whatever time zone you want to be when you get to an airport, whatever it is. Make sure you make it a Dos Equis type of day. Go for Dose. Drink responsibly. Dos Equis.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on this Thursday morning. Let's go to the phone lines now. My guy, Bobby C. Big Tim Bob, the General Bobby Carpenter, colleague over at SiriusXM, joining us from... well, parts unknown. I know he's in the car. I know he's driving. He's a busy man. Bob, what's going on, brother?
Pat Splinter, good to talk to you guys. I am in southern Michigan, about to approach the Ohio border here, hopefully within the next, 15 to 20 minutes. So we finally got daylight, dude. I was up in Grand Rapids. It was thinking dark till about 8 o'clock this morning. I don't know how people deal with that. Ohio's bad. You get another 100 miles north, man. It's dark at 4 and it stays dark till 8.
What were you doing in Michigan? You trying to figure out who Sharon Moore's replacement is going to be?
Yeah, diving around doing some investigative research, investigative journalism, some big J journalism, if you will. Actually, not really at all. I was up there visiting my youngest brother. I got a chance to see my nieces and nephews, and I've got some time off around the holidays before we get really ramped up, so enjoy seeing him and then sitting back watching some college football together and having some good conversations.
So Bobby, you seem like a real proud Ohio native. When you're out of state, so I used to do this when I was in college. I'd drive back to Texas. As soon as I crossed the border, I'd roll the window down and just take a big breath of that Texas air when I got. Do you do that? I know it's cold up there, so are you going to roll those windows down when you cross the border?
Yeah, I'll probably get a little fresher air once we do cross the border. But sure. I'm glad that you would do that. That's pretty phenomenal. And so yeah, I kind of leaned in on that a little bit.
Okay, good. So I was looking at. I want to go back to the Heisman ceremony and kind of the lead up to it. I kind of got a chuckle out of it. Kind of felt bad for it. So we were sitting there and you saw the clips. It kind of went viral of the video of all the media day for Heisman, and your guy Julian Sayin was over there with about 3 reporters asking him questions. When the other 3 candidates who were up for the Heisman had just seemed like 100 people around them. What's the deal with that? Why did your boy Julian Sayin kind of get the cold shoulder?
So I kind of asked about this to kind of see, because I think everybody kind of saw that, went fairly viral with it. And as to my understanding, I guess people kind of rotate around, guys move through this press scrum. So I guess, it wasn't like he had 3 people there the whole time. I guess it was larger at one point, and more people were kind of around him. And I don't know if that was like much clickbait, for something or whatever it was, but you feel bad for the guy? Sure, I don't think he probably cared a whole lot.
He's probably excited about it.
Yeah, you're getting invited to the Heisman Trophy. That's less questions you've got to answer and less stuff you actually have to do. So I think he's all right, but it does, it made him look like, the little, like, Tiny Tim, I guess, in a Christmas Carol. Like, everybody felt bad for the guy.
All right, Bob, we got to ask you about the potential matchup for your Buckeyes. Going to play the winner of Miami and Texas A&M. Now, if it is Texas A&M, you're going to be facing off against the Aggies in Arlington, Texas, a place you know very well, obviously, and you and I were there a year ago watching Ohio State play another team from Texas. So this would be back-to-back years you'd be playing a massive game in the state of Texas against the Texas team.
It's not exactly ideal as far as, you're the higher seed. You feel like you should get, I don't know about home field, but Ohio State travels really well. They've had a lot of success down there. Last year it was probably 60-40 Texas fans. The first time, they're playing in the Cotton Bowl. It's a semifinal. The one good thing this year is I know that they have leaned in a lot with Ohio State. Like, if you're going to go to the game, buy your tickets, once the allotment's already been sold, but go buy them on the open market. Hopefully you can get them before Texas A&M fans have, fully committed to everything, because, they do still have to beat Miami, which, isn't going to be a walk in the park by any stretch. But it's going to be a bumpy situation. You start talking about the fans and everything they've got going down there, because it's the first time, that's for your boys, you call them Texas 8-4. It's the first time they've made the playoff, and, they've got a really good squad. And should they beat Miami, I guarantee you that Aggie Nation, the 12th man, they're going to be there, and they'll be willing to spend whatever they can to get in that game.
So, Bobby, we've all been on good teams, right? And we've all competed at a high level. And I think we kind of know that sometimes the best thing that can happen to a team is to get beat. And so you look at Ohio State right now, and, of course, the consensus number one in all the polls all year, well, you lose the Big Ten championship against Indiana. But sometimes that can be a positive thing, just because it makes you reset. You see some weaknesses, you see things you need to work on, and be like, okay, all right, well, we have to get better. We were kind of maybe looking at that number one a little bit too much. So what do you see? How confident is Ohio State fan base? Especially, I'm sure it's a tough road to go. You're going to have to potentially go through A&M. You got to go through Georgia, but hopefully get another shot at potentially Indiana.
Well, I think this one, winning is the great cologne. It kind of covers a lot of stuff up. And, every team has issues. And so when you're losing, you take a lot bigger look at those maybe than in the win. And it's easier to have a more critical eye at that point, because you're trying to find the edges of why you didn't win a game. And you played a really good team in Indiana. You start looking at some things like, well, we've been talking about changing this, but we've been winning and it's been good enough. So do we really want to, course correct and get away from maybe what we've been doing? And so, this week has all been about, kind of fundamentals and self-scout. You don't know who you're playing. It's a bye-week style situation. And unless you've been in the NFL, like no one in college last year has successfully had a bye week and then won and moved on. And so you've got to sit there and be able to analyze what you're doing, get back to some fundamentals, look at maybe some of the things that, hey, maybe we should be doing more of this. Maybe this situation, whether it's a third, one of the third down, third medium, third short, third long, whatever. Maybe it's red zone. Maybe it's, your drive start, whatever it is, all those special situations. Like, let's try to figure out, hey, where we're good, what we're doing is successful, why that's successful, and then maybe areas that you've been good or okay, like how do we get better? How can we find an edge? Because start talking about this, it's going to be a tough road, for all of these teams. I think there's probably 6 teams that can win a national championship. So you get in those games, you're going to be talking about betting lines that are all within a field goal, I would say, and it's going to come down to being able to execute in critical moments.
All right, Bobby, before we let you go, give us who you think's going to win all these first-round matchups. And I think I know where you're going to go for 2 of them. But of the 4 games, how do you see these 4 going?
Yeah, I think Ole Miss and Oregon obviously will be able to take care of it. Though I will say this, I think Tulane against the 17 might be a pretty good number. I think playing a team twice without Lane, there's some stuff about teams covering spreads when their head coach is gone. And I just heard from one of our guys we had on our morning show in Columbus, where he said they only cover the line about 42% of the time of whether they're favorite or underdog. So I think Tulane's got a decent shot at being able to keep that thing maybe a little closer than the number. I like Oklahoma again over Alabama. I just think Alabama has not looked great the last month of the season. And if they cannot run the ball against Oklahoma, Brent Venables, that defense is too good.
Yeah.
I mean, Flynn, if you don't have a run game, the stuff you're going to start seeing on 3rd and 7+ gets real funky, and it's real hard to diagnose. And it makes it challenging for the quarterback. It's challenging for the offensive line. So that'll be an issue that they'll have to obviously deal with. And I just can't see them finding their running game here in the last couple of weeks. So I like Oklahoma in that one. And I think, honestly, giving Mateer another couple weeks off, he's been battling that thumb the whole second half of the season. I'm guessing you'll probably see a little more Johnny Mateer from the first 4 games than maybe what you saw in the last 4 games. And then this A&M Miami game is really interesting because I think Miami is a more talented team, but they just have a greater variance of what they can put out there on the field. Like, I think at their best, they're as talented as just about anybody. They've got really good wideouts. How good does Carson Beck play? If he's good, then they'll be fine. If he's bad, then they struggle. But defensively, they're really good at all 3 levels, and that gives them a chance. So I would lean with A&M because I think Mike Elko, you know what you're getting, and they're a little more consistent. I just think they're probably a year away from probably being where he wants to be. But in this game, I think that the consistency will ultimately pay off.
All right, there he is, the General Bobby Carpenter, good enough to join us. Bob, we appreciate it. Safe drive home, and I'll catch up again with you next week.
Absolutely, sir. Appreciate it. Get some clock integrity, too, Hester.
Yeah, sorry. He knows.
Nope, not on this show.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we got to go. We got to break. More OTB.
Off the bench.
On the other show, too?
No, I think he sees the clock, and he realizes where we're at in the clock. All right, go to PelicanRoof.com, the website for Pelican Roofing in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge. Boots on the ground, both locations, and they are there for you. Check out those 5-star reviews they have right there on the homepage as well. Over 600 of those, and you're going to see why when you work with Pelican Roof. Get that consultation set up today, PelicanRoof.com.
That's right, on the meanest place on planet Earth, maybe the entire universe, internet. They love Pelican Roof. 5-star reviews all over the place. Google, Facebook, Yelp, whatever it is. People talking about how great Pelican is because they have offices in Lafayette, Baton Rouge, and they can dedicate a project manager. So if you have a job with them, they're going to have one person there that's going to be there every single day that is in charge of overseeing everything. So you can feel how amazing Pelican Roof is. So there's a lot of options here in Louisiana, but make sure you go with the most trusted roofing company in Louisiana, PelicanRoof.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Every winner knows a great play starts with a solid game plan and the right team by your side. At Sunshine, we're here to keep your operation running strong. From tractors to harvesters, we've got the John Deere equipment you need to tackle every job with confidence. Because when the work's done right, there's more time for the things that matter, like cheering on your favorite team. Make Sunshine Quality Solutions part of your playbook this season and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
With all the delicious chicken finger options, it was an impossible decision.
How about a box combo? Good. Now what can I get for you?
No, I want a Caniac combo with extra cane sauce, no slaw, 2 extra toast, and a half sweet tea, half lemonade.
Celebrate the holidays with Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wildin'.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information,
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB. Just had our guy, Bobby Carpenter, on. Breaking down the college football playoff. We'll certainly get more into that coming up here in hour number 2. We have LSU head basketball coach Matt McMahon joining us at the 9 o'clock spot as well. Looking forward to that conversation as they continue to get ready for conference play. Also in hour number 2, I do want to break down, because we talked about the offensive line and what you have to do there in the transfer portal. And we know that LSU has a head coach that is as active as anyone in the portal, maybe some other position groups that they're going to be looking at, because there's going to be some that you lose some guys to the NFL, to graduation. The offensive line is actually the one that you have the most coming back, but you're going to be looking for some quality, not just some quantity, in the transfer portal.
Yeah, I think you just went through the grades, the PFF grades a second ago, and we're looking for someone to pass next year.
Hour 2.
Off the bench.
Too many noon dismissals.
Passing grades.
Too many noon dismissals.
Too many noon dismissals.
Offensive line.
All right. When your industrial project has to be done safely, done right, and done on time the first time, you call Pala. For more than 50 years, Pala has been a trusted leader in construction, fabrication, and maintenance across the Gulf South. From above-ground storage tanks and pressure vessels to full-scale industrial construction, their team brings unmatched experience and precision to every single job. If you want to learn more information, find out about what they've been doing for over 50 years here in the area, you go to palagroup.com.
Well, actually, over 52 years, Pala's been building confidence and building the Gulf Coast with a reputation for safety, quality, craftsmanship that stands the test of time. Steel fabrication, precision pipe and helical piles, tanks, vessels, industrial construction, and maintenance. Pala delivers results you can trust right here. So if you're looking for something, if you need a great contractor, go check them out, palagroup.com.
looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered gold. Brack, your #1 park system in the nation.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
No, Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, December 18th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 77. In hour 2 of today's show, we'll continue to talk LSU in the transfer portal, what the Tigers need, who they need to hold on to. Then in the 9 o'clock hour, LSU head basketball coach Matt McMahon hops on at 9 a.m. Then 9:15, our Munchie segment with LSU executive chef Michael Johnson. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studios, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Which game are you most looking forward to watching this weekend in the college football playoff?
I think it's A&M Miami, and it
just because
not really close for me actually.
Really? No, I mean not even close to like Alabama, Oklahoma not doing it for you.
Well, I've seen that before.
It feels like your kind of game though.
No, it is, but I've seen that before, and I can't watch Alabama try to run the football again. It's painful,
especially against that defense, right?
Yeah, that game. I don't know. That game to me just doesn't have the juice. I guess because it's a rematch. I guess because both teams, certainly Alabama, they're limping into the playoffs. I mean, you know the scene, in Wolf of Wall Street where Leo's just trying to get to his car.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they're doing right now into this playoff.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't have the excitement for that one. But for Miami, Texas A&M, they kind of, like...
It was, like, a little bit more athletic. Like,
well, no, yeah, I mean, yes.
There's going to be some more points scored in this one.
But also they have this common thing with Notre Dame, and that being, like, a big win for them. Like, Miami kept Notre Dame out. A&M beat Notre Dame up there. Had a fourth down play, went their way, and, you know, Notre Dame fans still mad about a missed call, but they won the game. And so, I don't know. That one, to me, has got a lot of
Notre
juice.
Dame fans are mad?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So, do I want JMU and Oregon to be good? Yeah, I want it to be good. I think Tulane Ole Miss is going to be the better game of those two. So, I don't know that we're going to get any game outside of Miami and A&M that's going to be, like, efficient, well played, good on both sides, plays on both sides, a 4-quarter game.
Yeah, that's the answer. I think that, like you say, Alabama's limping into this game. Is it just because they haven't been playing well, executing very well, or like if they got bit by the injury bug?
No, because they haven't played well.
Right.
I mean, they hadn't played well in a month.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even going back to the LSU game, they didn't play well in that game. They won.
Yeah. Right.
They didn't play well.
I still think that game could be – I still think that game's going to be a really good game. Y'all know I've been high on Alabama for most of the year, certainly not the back half of it. Ty Simpson, I think, is going to be I think he translates to the next level really well. You said he was kind of like Leo in The Wolf of Wall Street, crawling to his car.
Yeah, more the team was.
I kind of think that their team's a little bit more like that scene from, you remember the movie Beer Fest?
I certainly do.
When they're sitting there and they're drinking a lot and they're really drunk, and then all of a sudden they flip the switch and they're like, we're not that drunk. We're not that drunk. We're not that drunk. I think that's going to be Alabama. I think they're going to play well. I mean, Oklahoma's offense, it's just been like, boring. So boring.
Yeah, well,
even with this.
Their hope is that Mateer's thumb is as healthy as it's been. Because at the beginning of the season, they weren't. Were they the best offense? No. But anytime you have surgery on your throwing hand, on your throwing thumb, like, you can't expect to be the same guy. Now he's had, he'll have 3 weeks off since their last game against LSU. So,
yep,
that's their hope.
I think it'll be a good game.
Things.
I might choose Bama to win that one, actually.
God, why don't you just say Roll Tide while you're at it?
Why don't you say Boomer?
I have no problem. Boomer Sooner. That's what they do in the stadium.
Oh yeah. But no, the Miami Texas A&M game I'm looking forward to. Of course, like A&M at one point in the season looked like they could be the best team in the country. Who knows? And then not as great towards the very end.
Right.
And then certainly Miami had the same thing. First half of the season, they were like,
But yeah, Miami was in Miami was in the middle. Like, that's where their lull came. It was in the middle of the season. You had a loss to Louisville. You had a loss to SMU. They've played better as of late. And look, A&M still only lost one game. I mean, they lost to a rival and a good team in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So for Miami, their last 4 games, now they haven't played anybody, but they got back on track. 38-10 against Syracuse, 41-7 against NC State, 34-17 against Virginia Tech, and then 38-7 against Pitt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miami's talented. They're both like a really talented team that have looked really good at points and then had some off weeks, but I think that's going to be a high-scoring game. I think it's going to be a good game. Carson Beck, he habitually has the sniffles, so he's always breathing out of his mouth. Then I'll look at the Ole Miss-Tulane game. How can Ole Miss avoid the distractions, block out the bad, all the noise, all the things? Are they going to find motivation in what's happened?
Right.
Or are they going to be split? How do they focus on that? Then, of course, Tulane, they've had a coach depart, but have done it the complete opposite way. I mean, you got John Sumrall coaching. You got John Sumrall going in front on a microphone and saying he's donating $100,000 to the NIL program at Tulane, which is a phenomenal gesture, right? Because he said, I want to end on good terms. I want Tulane to continue to be good,
right,
and to prop them up. I want to come back here 20 years later and celebrate with this championship team on good terms.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't see – I hope that kind of like starts a trend for coaches leaving. I think that's a really cool thing. I really enjoyed reading that article and seeing his words on that. But they have like the opposite. Of course, they got beat by 5 scores or whatever it was last time they played in Ole Miss. But Bobby brought this game up at least from the Vegas side of things. I guess what they're plus 17 might be one to eyeball.
Yeah,
it'd be fun. It'd be fun
the
for one of those
kinda
games.
moved. The lines moved a little bit. It was 16, got up to 18.5. I think now it's 17.5.
It'd be really good. It'd be great to see one of those games, the JMU or the Tulane game, be competitive.
Yeah.
It'd be great if they were both. I doubt they will be, but at least one of them be competitive. I think it'll be good for college football if one of those games is competitive.
Yeah.
Like if it comes down to it, like I know everybody, wants the best teams in the playoffs. I get it, but I also think I like people being rewarded for hitting a certain metric.
Yeah.
I think and I would like that to continue in some form or fashion of like you hit a metric, you're in.
Right.
Hit a metric, you're in. Not just the best 12 versus the eyeball test. Now I think there can be a portion of that, but I like the thought of there's a goal that everybody in the country has. We meet that goal, we get rewarded with a playoff spot. I like that. So I need one of those games to be competitive so everybody else can agree with that because I don't think everybody really does. But I think it's good for college football if one of those games is competitive.
All right, so as we look at it, and we've talked about this before, but just a reminder because I want to ask a follow-up question afterwards. JMU's head coach is now the UCLA head coach. Oregon's offensive coordinator is the Kentucky head coach. Oregon's defensive coordinator is the Cal coach. Tulane's head coach is the Florida coach. Ole Miss has a brand new coach in Pete Golding, who was their defensive coordinator. Their entire offensive
coordinator is also the offensive coordinator.
Their entire offensive staff is now the offensive staff at LSU. Ohio State's offensive coordinator is now South Florida's head coach. Everybody go with that? Everybody go with
we following?
Connecting the dots there. So, Georgia is in place. Texas Tech is in place. Alabama, Oklahoma, those teams, Miami. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Texas A&M, their offensive coordinator is Kansas State's head coach. So do those teams that don't have that situation, is that a big benefit? Is it a small benefit? Doesn't matter because those coaches are truly worried about one thing. Texas Tech coaches, they're worried about the Red Raiders. IU, they're worried about the Hoosiers. Georgia, they're worried about the Bulldogs. Miami, they're worried about the Canes. Like these other teams, and I'm not even saying like you're doing it on purpose. There's only 24 hours in a day. You can only do so much. Like Brian Hartline at Ohio State, I guarantee you he's in Tampa, Florida right now as the South Florida head coach. He's not in Columbus as the Buckeyes offensive coordinator. And I get it. That's his team now. Like that's his job. That's what he is moving forward. It's a situation that we've seen in the past, sure, but not to this level, not to this many teams, and certainly not to this many that still have a chance to win a national championship.
Well, it has to be an advantage, right?
I think it has to be.
For like Texas Tech, Indiana, Georgia. Those guys, it has to be a huge advantage.
Yeah, their coordinators are there. They're locked in.
Now,
that's what they are moving forward.
Now, is it quite as big of an advantage as it once was? Probably not, because it's a little bit more commonplace now. You have you probably on all these teams, whether even on Texas Tech and Indiana, you have guys that already know on the team that are probably starters that know that they're not going to be there next year because they're going to enter the portal to try to get better payday. So the mindset is so much different. Like it's hard for us to put ourselves in their shoes right now. But I just, from a coaching standpoint and attention to detail standpoint on the game plan, just like you said, there's only 24 hours in a day. Well, and you have, was it Summerall that said like 12 hours I'm a Florida head coach and 12, or was it somebody else?
So that was actually Dan Mullen. Whenever he was the Florida offense coordinator, he said from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., I am the Florida offense coordinator. From 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., I'm the Mississippi State head coach.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's probably kind of the mindset that a lot of these guys have. Like, I can do both and I can do both well. And it's not their fault, right? It's not these coaches' fault.
Right.
It's the whole system. It's the whole, we've talked about, like college football, you're drunk, you're dumb, you've done so many crazy things. Like, so it's not these coaches' fault. They're working with what they have to work with. But it's going to lead to some advantages for these other teams that do have coaches that aren't taking these jobs. They have 24 hours to focus on Texas Tech.
Yeah.
They got 24 hours to focus on Indiana, Georgia. So it had just the way I look at it, there has to be a huge advantage. Okay, huge is not the word. There has to be at least at least a sizable advantage.
I think so.
Now, does it play it on the field? You don't know. The players play the game, but from a game plan, attention to details standpoint, the amount of film you can watch on an opponent, especially when it's crunch time, especially when you get to, you got Texas Tech, you got Indiana, Georgia, all going to have 1 week to prepare.
Right.
And as you keep going down the playoffs, you got 1 week to prepare. If you're dedicated half your time to another team for recruiting purposes, that's less film you get to study.
Yeah.
Right? That's less time you get to spend. Now, you got a lot of coaches under you. You got a lot of, what do they call, analysts or whatever it is that are breaking down a lot of film. I get it. But those people in charge, they like to have that cowboy remote in their hand, pushing that rewind button, pushing that pause button.
All right, we will take a break. Still got a lot of playoff talk to get
Look
into.
at us, dude, right on time.
It's not that big of a deal. First time today. All right, we'll take that break. More OTB when we come back live from the Raising Cane's studio.
It played. My keys aren't working again.
Well, the keys might not work, but your toilet is always going to work when you work with Central Plumbing. Not only in Central, in the entire greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you. 225-925-8552 is the number. That's 24/7 weekend, holiday, game day number. Doesn't matter what time, doesn't matter the situation, they will always be there. You can find out all that information. Check out how they can change your space with a remodel as well at centralplumbing.org.
I know it's hard to remember phone numbers when we talk about them like this, but this is one number you do need to remember, 225-925-8552, because 24/7 emergency service. So anytime something happens at your house, at your place of work, whatever, if you're hosting a Christmas party, all of a sudden you go to flush the toilet and hear clunk. Well, they can come help you. They can fix it right there 24/7, 365. And even if it's not an emergency, Central Plumbing, they are the experts. They are always prompt. They're always courteous, and they do a fantastic job with any plumbing need that you have. So go check them out. Give them a call if you got an emergency, centralplumbing.org.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
This menu is a masterpiece. Delivers every time.
This is the worst party ever. Raising Cane's!
Let's go!
The party is saved!
Peter, Mr. Billingsley.
Celebrate the holidays with Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
At Luba Workers Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, Our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. I remind you about our friends over at Rouse's. Rouse's.com is the website. Find that location that is nearest you. Check out those weekly ads that they have for you. Check out all the specials they have going on. They are your go-to one-stop shop for all your holiday needs. If you're hosting, you got to get the meal, you got to get the main entree, you got to get the sides. They got the sides ready to go as well. One of the cool things there over at Rouse's. Obviously, pick up all your drinks there. You pick up your My High at Rouse's as well. So they have complete holiday meals ready for you to win the Christmas party. Go to Rouse's and Rouse's.com.
It's a good song, Alondra. This is really bringing the juice for me right now.
The last time you heard this song?
It's been a while.
Alondra's catalog is about as big as you'll see.
Yeah.
It's like all I do is just listen to music all day.
Yeah.
She's
I mean,
got-
it's as big as all music because she plays everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
We do have different themes and different days.
I even listen to like all types of genres of like Spanish music. So
Oh, I like that.
Least favorite music.
like of everything.
I mean, of the of the main ones,
From the 20s.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Um,
What is that? Devil music.
like we mentioned this the other day, but like pop in like 2016 was terrible.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Like the poppy country trend.
The poppy
from
country trend I hate,
decade
like
ago,
Florida
whatever.
Georgia Line, Jason Aldean. Well, I don't hate Jason Aldean, but like Florida Georgia Line, not a fan. Like the Scotty McCreery's of the world, I don't love.
Scotty McCreery. I
Scotty
hadn't heard that
McCreery,
name.
gross.
But yeah,
Wow.
just
Sam Hunt.
Yeah. Not kind of like Sam Hunt. Guilty pleasure.
Walker Hayes.
Don't know who that is. Don't know that fella.
Yeah.
Rapping now's terrible.
Yeah,
Rap
the
now.
mumble
Oh,
rap's
the
pretty
mumble
bad.
rap. I hate
Like
that.
current rap music's
Mumble
awful.
rap's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Minus the pretty is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know mine. Mine's disco. Hate it.
Yeah, but at least you separated it out because at one point it was just you jumbled all of 70s music into disco music and you just had
Right.
70s music. So I'm glad that you've kind of little awareness from your little self-reflection and you actually kind of honed it down to disco music. And I think we can all understand that. I think like me personally, I can accept and respect a certain amount of disco music. But I get it. There's not a lot once it kind of starts to sound the same, but it was a little blasphemous that you were saying 70s music in general.
Yeah, well, yeah. When I say 70s, it was disco, was taking the stray.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like disco.
I
mean,
like I like the Bee Gees.
I like it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got its
I know
place.
I'm in the minority here.
Yeah.
I know I'm in the minority. Like
It's
Saturday Night
little
Fever.
Donna Summer.
I'm out.
Summer Donna.
I'm out.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's an SNL
And I
skit.
didn't hate the funk either, but it just like I started running out.
I mean,
That's
Funky
like
Friday
probably,
was pretty great.
Yeah, no, I liked it.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
But I was running out of funk songs. I told you I went down a rabbit hole. Yeah, I
we
like
play
that
so much
one.
George Clinton, and then you kind of run out. You know?
Yep.
I do like that one.
Slam dunk the funk though.
Slam dunk the funk. Yeah, it stood the test
Good
of
one.
time.
But I don't know if that's funk.
Yeah, it just says the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more like boy band.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no. I actually the answer of the my least favorite music is computer music, like the EDM. EDM, not a fan of.
It's got its place too.
No, I don't think it does.
Yeah, I don't really like that either. Actually.
That's the
Computer
answer. That's my final answer. Yeah, they're literally playing music out of a computer.
Like
gonna have to give you an
the
example
club,
of
like a
that.
club music,
Yeah.
where there's a drop and then they blow the smoke out.
Oh,
I got you.
okay.
I hear
You get me?
you. I got you. Because I go through these little phases while I listen to that.
Yeah.
quite
Most of them don't
often.
even have words. They're just like the weird beats.
Or they
Yeah,
have
I know.
one word that they turn into.
like
a
like
beat.
Right.
like Diplo, something
Yeah,
like that.
not a fan.
I hate generic rock music.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what is?
Like Imagine Dragons?
Well, yeah, that. I mean, but like,
No, they're good.
okay, like AFR's music as coming in because they don't want to get the license.
It's just
music.
generic, like
yeah.
okay,
Like generic
Yeah,
rock.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, whew, that's tough. That's a tough listen.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know.
It is.
Yeah, we don't really care about that copyright stuff.
Yeah, no.
You get copyrighted every day?
Every single day. Hey, why's the show here? They
My bad.
really enjoy their bump music.
We let that music breathe a little bit. Why don't we just get the rights to it?
That might cost a couple dollars.
Don't we have like other radio stations here?
We do.
They got rights to it, right?
Do we get to play like a catalog, like of if we wanted to go Eagle and if we wanted to go Tiger? Like, do we have the ability to do that or no?
What do you mean?
I think so.
Because our show,
I would just
like,
have to
we get dinged all the time for copyright
Yeah.
issues because we like to play
Oh, you
music.
mean like if the songs that they play on their station?
Yeah, since we're
I
all
don't
the same
No,
company.
See,
I
why
don't think
not?
we have
Or it
the
has to be
same.
each
I think
actual
so. I
station.
think each station has like.
Well, that's dumb.
Yeah, because
Well-
you have to buy the
Yeah.
record,
Right.
quote unquote.
Right.
All
I
right.
mean, I
They
guess
don't
it
do
makes
actual
sense though,
records
'cause
anymore,
we're able to
but-
play it on air. But
Yeah.
I guess the reposting of it.
Yeah.
I guess like a normal like Eagle's not probably reposting their 2 to 4 hour.
No,
on-
they're
yeah,
not.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Daniel asked, isn't Alondra technically playing music out of a computer? No, I sing all these songs live every rejoin. We kind of
Absolutely.
rotate. I did the last one. She's next.
Mm-hmm. She's like an old school DJ. She has like the cassettes back there, popping them in.
You didn't say the one that you hated the most. She went computer. I went disco. You went with what?
I mean, I'm kind of the
No,
EDM style
I
too.
kind of mentioned it. The country music from like a decade ago. It was just
Yeah.
off. I like.
It was awful.
I mean,
mid 2010s.
I consider myself a country music guy, but like when that happened, and I stopped listening to it completely.
bad.
And I've barely dipped my toes back into it. until
Kane
recently.
Brown, terrible.
It's because pop and country all kind of merged into one. Like every song kind of sounded the same.
Right. Oh, it did. It was awful. I mean, it was all stemmed from the success probably that Florida Georgia line had.
Yeah.
To your point. So
It's still pretty
but
bad.
But it's like I enjoy Morgan Wallen and I enjoy that.
So Morgan Wallen has his place for sure. Like
No
I love some Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. No, it's so much better now than it was. Like
Yeah.
it's not even comparison.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
I've been to 3 Morgan Wallen concerts.
I went to one and it was like the best.
We went to one in Mobile. It was at the fairgrounds and it was kind of cold outside, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
So I went to one, but he was actually the opener. It actually wound up being really good. So it was right before COVID. When saw Jason Aldean in Lafayette, Riley Green, and Morgan Wallen open for him. So it was
Okay.
actually really good.
All right. Shout out to Riley Green.
Who was the main artist you said?
It was Jason Aldean, but Morgan Wallen and Riley Green, they were just kind of coming up at the time. So I mean, I got to
Jason
see
Aldean,
all three of them.
Oh,
All right.
You know who saved country music to me?
Hmm.
Was Stapleton.
Oh yeah.
He saved it at a time when it was
And Cody
real
Johnson.
crap. all country music was real crap.
Yeah.
And then Stapleton saved it.
Yeah.
And people were like, all right, I'll come back. You're
Stapleton,
reeling me back in a little bit.
Kojo.
And then, of course, he had the success, so other people tried to like follow suit with
Yeah.
the type of music he was making.
Yeah.
Now they can't replicate that completely, but yeah, that kind of saved it for me, at least.
A current GOAT, for sure.
Yeah, that guy's good.
Yeah.
That guy's really good.
All
right. Well,
I do have a when we come back
Yeah.
from break, I do want to talk a little bit about the Texas Bowl.
Okay.
LSU, the mentality of everything with when you just look at it from a 1,000-foot view and you're like, wow, Frank Wilson, current coach for Ole Miss, is leading the LSU Tigers with the actual head coach still in his office. I want to kind of talk about that whole how do we feel about like
Is that
all
weird?
Is
that
this
weird?
like it's a really weird ancestral like thing happening right now. So kind of want to just like dive in and get people's opinions about it.
All right, we'll do that when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. Remember, during the holiday season, your trash pickup days are going to be different. And if you work with the big companies, we all kind of know what the deal is. You just, hey, sorry, you missed that day. Certainly, like if you're on a Friday, like, hey, we're not coming on a Saturday. Sorry, you're out of luck. And that's when you have the most trash. During the holidays, you got gifts, you got presents, you got all the wrapping paper, you got the cardboard boxes. Well, with Trash Rangers, if your normal pickup day is on Thursday, they're going to move it to Friday. If it's Friday, they're going to move it to Saturday. That's right. They are going to work on the weekend over at Trash Rangers. It's just what they do. It's who they are. Residential, commercial, trashrangers.com.
And that is exactly why they are the best over there at Trash Rangers. The most dedicated, the most loyal, the best trash pickup service in Louisiana, because they know just because it's a holiday, trash doesn't stop. Even in fact, you start making more trash. So they're going to make sure everybody is taken care of, residential, commercial. Go check them out. If you're not using them right now, go get that big red trash can, trashrangers.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
My father, J.B. Falgout, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even JB could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of JB Falgout.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Every winner knows a great play starts with a solid game plan and the right team by your side. At Sunshine, we're here to keep your operation running strong. From tractors to harvesters, we've got the John Deere equipment you need to tackle every job with confidence. Because when the work's done right, there's more time for the things that matter, like cheering on your favorite team. Make Sunshine Quality Solutions part of your playbook this season and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio on this Thursday morning. Before we talk about the Texas Bowl, I want to talk about Supreme Rice. Go to the website today. That's supremerice.com. Right there, you can find all the information, all the different rices to choose from. Because you might have a different one, right? Medium grain, long grain, jasmine, brown. They do it all. And it's right there on the homepage of the website. You can check out recipes that you can use with the Supreme Rice, where you can find it, all your AG local stores there. Obviously, you can find it at Rouse's. You can order it online at supremerice.com. And as we know, gumbo, jambalaya, etouffee. If you're doing it, you want to do it with the best, and the very best, the absolute best is Supreme Rice. And obviously, it is Louisiana through and through. You go to Crowley, Louisiana, and Supreme Rice is everywhere. It's like an old school feeling, right, of it being in the middle of this small town and supporting this small town. And it's a really cool deal to go and check it out. And they are always going to be Louisiana first. Go to supremerice.com. All right, Matthew.
What's up, bud?
Thew, you wanted to talk about the Texas Bowl here, sir.
I do. And what is it? Well, we're getting not necessarily a week out from it, but we're getting fairly close. I guess we're a week out from Christmas today. 7 days. Can't believe it. No, I wanted to talk about
That's how calendars work.
How strange, I guess, the feel. And LSU isn't like unique in the situation. I think a lot of people are kind of going through this, but we might be unique in the situation of the coach that is coaching, the interim coach for the LSU Tigers, who has been the interim coach, of course, Frank Wilson. I think we all know and respect Frank Wilson and the passion that he has for LSU. But, of course, careers go on, right? When stuff happens, change happens. If you weren't invited back, maybe you were. I don't know. But careers go on. So Frank, of course, as we talked about a couple days ago, takes the job up there at Ole Miss.
Yep.
But he is still here. So currently Ole Miss has a bunch of current LSU coaches.
Yeah.
LSU has a bunch of current Ole Miss coaches.
Yeah.
And it's just a really strange situation. And I'm not in that building, so I don't know the vibe. I don't know the awkwardness level, because let's be honest with you, this is a human situation. We've all been in a place of work where there's workplace stressors. There's relationship workplaces that are different. There's awkward when someone comes in, is interviewing for your job. That's a weird thing. And these humans, even though it's part of the job, it's part of the gig, it's part of being a coach at any level, it's a temporary deal. Always. It's not there's no coach that goes into a job thing as this is for life. Now you can hope as a head coach, you can hope. As an assistant coach, you're going to be there for a little while, then have to take something else, right? But there's a lot of people out there that probably are up in the air on what they're going to do. They don't really know. Strength coaches, assistant coaches that are currently, let's take like the offensive staff. let's take Brad Davis, let's take Hank Dent, let's take all these guys that have been coaching all year. Now they have people that are replacing them.
Right.
Are they working out of the same office they've been working out of all year? Or are they on a crawfish table in the break room? Like, I don't know. Like, my curiosity is like, what is happening over there? How do you operate in a workplace? And it's all kind of awkward. And we've talked about the Ole Miss swapping with LSU, and like the hirings between these two schools of each other's coaches or former coaches. And it's just all a little bit incestual. But it's just kind of just weird, right? That the coach that's going to be leading the Tigers for this team, and we say leading, he's going to be the titled head coach, with the real head coach probably in his office watching it. I don't know. Is Lane going to be at the game? Is he going to be on the sidelines? Is he going to give him a pep talk? Like, what is that whole situation going to be like? But the current guy that's going to be the head coach and in charge of timeouts and game management and clock management and personnel changes and shifts is, also just signed a contract with Ole Miss to be a coach. I think it's just all a bit strange. So I just kind of wanted to go around the room and get everybody's feeling on how it, because I'm sure it kind of reflects what our listeners are thinking and all LSU fans, because we all have different opinions on this. I would just feel awkward as a coach there right now. Like, who's in charge of what? Do I have the power as an offensive coach for this bowl game to, like, install this? Do I need to run it by Lane? Do I need to call Charlie, who's in Ole Miss? Do I need to run it by him? Like, what's the power structure in this whole situation? Because there's a game to play. There's going to be a motivated Houston team playing in their home city that wants to knock your block off.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
So we got to get a team ready. And all these kids are trying to put good tape on the field as well, because everybody needs good tape, whether you're going to stay here, whether you're going to go somewhere else, whether there's paychecks involved nowadays, there's NFL film involved. And these kids want to finish it out strong, right?
Yep.
But how does that whole power struggle from the coach? It's just intriguing to me looking in, and I hope it all works out. But, like, I think we would all understand that it's probably a lot of real awkward conversations and trips to the restroom and trips to the water fountain over there at the coach's office.
Yeah, it has to be an awkward situation, and you're right. I mean, the guy that is leading the charge is now a football coach for Ole Miss, where obviously you just got their head coach from. Your offensive staff is in Oxford, Mississippi, getting them ready for a college football playoff game. Your old general manager, who was their old general manager, is now back there. You've lost other personnel staff to Ole Miss. It is messy. It is very messy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and then you start to hear, it's like, whoa, man, what are those Ole Miss staff members doing, every day over there? They're trying to get players from Ole Miss to come to Baton Rouge. And then you hear, well, man, what's Frank Wilson going to do? Is he going to try to get players to go to Oxford, Mississippi with him? And, yeah, sure, like, you have some of this in some places where a guy is coaching a team, even though he's already taken another job. The thing that makes this unique is the fact that you're in the same conference. You play each other every single year. You haven't liked each other for a long time, and you're just like swapping. Every day it's like, oh, this guy from Ole Miss went to Baton Rouge. This guy from Baton Rouge went to Ole Miss. It's like every single day it feels like you're just swapping staffs.
Right.
And like a new location.
Like, take this situation into a normal workplace. Like, if let's pick something. Let's pick up, you work for an insurance company or whatever. Well, you get a new boss in town, and the boss is bringing his guy, and this boss is coming from Mississippi.
Yeah,
he ran a branch, not quite as big as yours, not as successful as yours, but he's getting an upgrade, and he's bringing his whole team in. But he's asking you to work your tail out for the next 30 days.
Yeah,
while this other staff members are just sitting there looking at you, like, yeah, I'd probably do it a little bit different than that. But go ahead, you're in charge right now.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do that? You want to do that with the line? Yeah, you're in charge right now. I shouldn't have said anything. Do your thing. You'll be out of here pretty soon. And then I'm also intrigued, like, does the current staff, what is incentivizing them to stay? I guess, like, are they getting paid through? Are they donating their time because they love the kids? Like, I want to know how all that contractual stuff is working as well.
Right.
Because have they been actually fired? Have they had conversations with Lane? It's just it's all wild, man. I hope we hear once this transition has been clean, like it's clean and we're past the bowl game. The staff is here in town. Ole Miss is, done with the playoffs and everybody's here and we're focused. I hope some of those details come out about how it kind of was.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. Like, anytime you fire a coach, like, it is awkward. I mean, I remember when the last staff was let go and Brian Kelly was coming in, and you go over there and you're in the hallways and people are just kind of wandering around because they don't really know. They don't really know what the future holds.
Well, they know they're gone.
Most of the time, but not all the time.
Right.
And like this one, like the last time it happened, when they let Coach Moffitt go, the new strength staff actually got the team ready for that Texas Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't know that strength staff at all,
Right.
and they came in and they had to get you ready for a bowl game, and that was the only part of the new regime that was going to be there. So that had some awkwardness to it. Like I don't even know. I don't know right now.
Is it that
what the situation is now? Like I don't know if Savage is taking over. I don't know if Jake's still. I have no idea. Right, but you see this all the time, and the fact that like there's a coach, and now the thing that was a little bit different, Brian Kelly wasn't here as much. Like Lane's here, like we see it on social media. Like he is at the stadium, he's in the facility, like he's doing things. So I would like to see that dynamic of like the coaches that probably aren't going to be here, the offensive staff, obviously, like you've already hired those replacements. They're just in Oxford, which is again another layer to this.
And that's the thing too. It's like these offensive coaches that know they're not going to be here, right?
Yeah.
They know that there's a coach around the corner that's like waiting to get into your office. That's what I'm saying. Like if they had to clean their offices out, are they working out from temporary space? Like,
well, the defensive staff is still in the same offices.
Well,
like
the
that's
defensive staff
also
is different because they've already
right. But that has to be awkward too, because like you were with those people,
right?
And like you got to stay. You were very much desired.
Yep. But just think about this: if you are that offensive staff, if you are Frank, if you are like, how many extra hours can you expect them to put in?
Zero,
right? Like maybe it's like their love for the kids is one thing, and I don't want to put that on them because they might be working harder now than they ever have. But look at it from your own perspective. If you were doing a job,
they got to find out what's next
that
for
you had
them
already
too.
been fired from, but they asked you to keep working for a month,
right?
Just in any normal job, like how would you react to that? You know what I mean? How would you go about your business?
Right.
And again, I'm not speaking for them because they might be working harder than ever. I'm just saying, just put yourself in a situation at any type of job. Just a weird situation.
Well, they got to figure out what's next for them too. Like if they've been told,
their
hey,
agents are making calls
right,
for
you're not
sure.
coming back, obviously, and it's like,
and
okay,
that's all that was Cortez saying he interviewed with
Ohio
State. Yeah,
because Brian Hartline, who coaches the receivers, is now the head coach of South Florida.
Yeah, very good.
Right, so yeah, it's one of those awkward deals where
Great
you pass
guy,
in
by
the
the way.
hallway. It's like
Hankton's a great guy, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Very
for
handsome.
sure. Yeah, it's one of those deals where it's like, man, you walk out, you see the other guy in the hallway, you go back in your office because it's just awkward.
Yeah,
it is for sure. Now it would be even more awkward if those Ole Miss coaches were still here.
Yeah,
and they were in the building.
Yep,
the ones that are now LSU coaches.
Right. Like if y'all are
the
both,
fact that they're actually in Oxford, Mississippi right now does make it a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's like you have to like go to the elevator because you got to go down to the floor below you, but like you see somebody going in there, so you wait a few seconds so you don't have to share the elevator with them. We've all been there.
Yeah,
I don't want to meet this guy at the break room. I see him. I'll wait till he leaves, and then I'll go in there.
It's a great question because, like, I wonder how much Lane is talking with Blake. Because that's what the defense is going to look like. Like, the defense is going to have the same guys. The only one we don't know right now is defensive tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, like, we know it's put into place. And so, like, if you're Lane Kiffin, that's your defensive coordinator, and maybe you're watching practice from outside your window. Like, hey, Blake, love that blitz. Write that down, circle it, but the offense, like, you have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Just another added layer to it.
Someone brings up a good question in the Before chat here. Like, what do you think the lunchroom looks like? What if they all had to be, like, forced into, like, a grade school lunch cafeteria? You got the one group in the one table.
Yeah.
Lane, I don't know, is he by himself?
Probably not.
I don't know. That'd be cool. Taylor, Londra, what do y'all think?
Yeah, sorry.
To me, the defensive staff being in place and the offensive staff not is the weirdest part because, like y'all were talking about, that defensive staff, by and large, is going to be there next year. They're looking at, hey, which young guys do we think can carve out a role next year? Which guys are making a jump going into the offseason? Can we convince this guy to not enter the transfer portal? Do we need to move on from this guy? Meanwhile, the offensive staff how much motivation do they have? Like, I think Frank does. Frank is an LSU guy. I think Frank wants to go out on top. He wants to get a win in the bowl game, his last opportunity as head coach here. But everybody else is in 1,000 different places. You have a coach there who is in the building who didn't like you enough to want to keep you around. And, we don't know the conversations, but the fact of the matter is you're not being retained. What does that look like? But then on the other side, again, the defensive staff actually going to be here. Is there a communication gap between Frank and the defensive staff? Because they're focused on, hey, let's get some younger guys in there, see what they look like for next year. Frank and the offensive staff have no reason to care about that. So, to me, that's the weirdest part.
Alondra?
I can tell you after the break.
Look at you. Look at you.
More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here, helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Thursday morning. Let's throw it to Alondra Blank Space Villarreal and get her thoughts on all the swapping that LSU and Ole Miss.
I forgot I forgot I teased this that I was going to give my opinion on this. No, I actually was not.
Come on, like me every segment.
Yeah, I think it's extremely awkward, and I know I kind of agree with Taylor with like Frank is going to try to get it done because this is LSU or whatever. But as players, how do you put that aside? Like, hey, this coach that's like, I committed to him. He's the interim coach. He's been our head coach for the past, 2 games or whatever it is. He's going to be our coach now. How do you as players put it 4 games?
Right. Yeah.
I don't remember. But like, how, as players, do you put it aside? Oh, he's going to leave us and go to our quote-unquote rival after this. I don't know how I would be able to be like, okay, I'm going to play hard for you. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how Frank and Lane, like you said, trips to the bathroom are probably a little uncomfortable because you know this guy did not want to keep you.
Right.
Like, this guy basically fired you.
Right. Yep.
And you got to walk around, still do your job until the end of the season, which is the bowl game, and just, it has to be awkward for everybody involved. Although I don't feel like Lane cares.
No.
Like, I don't think he can be awkward, but I don't think that he is an awkward person. Like, I don't think he feels awkward in situations. He is, but I don't think he feels it.
Yeah.
I think it's just like the human personal thing that's probably the awkwardness. Like everybody's dealing with, we're being coached by somebody that's going to somewhere else. We just talked about all the teams that play, like Ole Miss. I mean, their whole offensive staff, they're going to play hard, and they got to know that it's just. But at Ole Miss, like it's solidified who's like in control of everything. Like it's awkward to me because Frank's supposed to be in control of the team for this game,
and you're clearly not.
But then the offensive staff's also has to be in control of this game, but they know that they're out the door.
Yeah,
like you said, it's just a trip to the bathroom. Like
when you put your 2 weeks in, like if I were to put my 2 weeks in here, and I know that I'm gonna go like to Murphy, Sam, and Jody or whatever. How do y'all keep working with me? No, I would never.
I wouldn't even look up at you.
Exactly. How do you do that?
This would be the break.
To that point, I heard some people earlier say, well, you did this with Brad Davis. Not really. Brad Davis was coming back. You kind of knew he was coming back. Like, Kelly was there. He was in the booth. Brad Davis was going to be his guy. Frank's out the door. Like, that's a little bit different.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Yep, certainly is. And it is the perfect example of college football in the year of our Lord 2025 and what it's going to look like probably moving forward. All right, hour number 3, we've got our guy, Coach Matt McMahon, LSU head basketball coach, joining us when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, if you want to play like the pros, you got to swing what the pros trust and the official bat of Major League Baseball. That is Marucci. From elite level bats to gloves, gear, apparel, we tell you all the time, Marucci sets the standard for baseball and softball performance. Their commitment to craftsmanship and innovation has made them the only choice and the top choice for athletes everywhere. So whether you're in the cage or under the lights, bring the best to the plate. Visit MarucciSports.com and step up your game with Marucci.
Yeah, go take some hacks. Go take some hacks. You get a little membership over there at the Hitter's House. Laundry, you did it last week. I think you said you still got it. So, hey, we all have this kids playing baseball. If you do, go take them, get them signed up, give them that membership, get any type of baseball gear that you can imagine. Man, look, Marucci, they were born right here, raised right here, #1 bat in the Major League Baseball. Go check them out, get that membership, go take some hacks.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
At Ochsner,
We know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Thursday, December 18th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 77. In hour 3 of today's show, LSU men's basketball coach Matt McMahon joins us at 9 a.m. Then, a little bit later on, we'll have our Munchie segment with LSU executive chef Michael Johnson. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studios, starts now.
Santa's Little Helpers, Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, are taking over Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota. Tune in for some naughty and nice sports talk this Christmas season. Live from Raising Cane's studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3 of OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Your voice has really changed.
I know.
It was really tough when
puberty.
Whenever you were getting those play calls out, and we had to hear you in the high pitch. But glad it changed here for the radio show. All right, let's go to the phone lines now. Very excited as always. Welcome on to the show. Head basketball coach for your LSU Fighting Tigers, Matt McMahon, joins us now. Coach, we appreciate the time. Hope you're doing well, and happy holidays.
Hey, doing great. Appreciate you having me on, and excited to be back in the PMAC. We've been gone 4 weeks now, so looking forward to tomorrow night.
Yeah, that is a very long stretch, certainly in this portion of the season. And last time we had you on, it was after the big victory. Speaking of on the road, you were all the way up in Boston against Boston College, an overtime victory where you find a way to win that one. And the next couple of games after that, certainly want to talk about that. Texas Tech game doesn't go your way, but I thought it was really important for the way that the team bounced back against a good SMU team and you get that victory. And, Coach, there was nothing fluky about that. I mean, you controlled the narrative in that game. It ends up being 89-77. So I know disappointment there in the Texas Tech game, but I know you have to be excited and proud of how the team fought back against a good SMU team.
Yeah, there's a lot riding on this discussion here, Jake. Last time you had me on, we didn't make a shot for a week. So this is a really important session we're having here. But to your point, I'm really proud of our response with the game in New Orleans on Saturday. I thought you saw the experience and maturity of our group. You know, we're one of the older teams in the country this year, and we did that by design.
Right.
And you know, I was really happy for Max McKinnon. He had the rough first half there at Texas Tech, coming off his all-tournament performance in Destin, and then he goes 6 of 7 from 3 in the blender, and then 3 guys with double-doubles. Pretty good formula for success. I hope we can repeat that throughout the season.
Yeah, Coach, let's talk a little bit more about Max McKinnon. Obviously, he gets hot versus SMU from the 3-point line, but who else on the team can you rely on outside of Max from those downtown shots, from the 3-point land? Who else is you looking forward to kind of step up their game as you get closer to SEC play?
Yeah, that's a really good question, Matt, and an important one we got to answer, because whoever's able to do that has to complement DJ's playmaking at the point guard position, and then our front court where we're shooting almost 70% from the floor between Rob, Pablo Tamba, and Mike and Woko. So for spacing purposes, we've got to consistently shoot the 3. You got Max at 46% now. But other guys, PJ Carter is a career 40% guy from behind the line. Rashad King has shot it extremely well, actually leads us in practice, 3-point shooting percentage-wise. I think you'll see DJ Thomas. He had a little thumb injury early in the year that I think messed with him a little bit, but he's a guy who's proven he can shoot the 3. But from an offensive standpoint, to your question, Matt, that's an area, probably the biggest area of growth we have is our ability to consistently shoot it from behind the arc.
Coach, you mentioned being one of the older teams in the country, and obviously you get some transfers coming in, and from Portland, from Omaha, from different places, and now you've got 3 more games before you get into conference play. So when you bring in all of these players that have played other places, not just attended, but played and had real significant minutes there, when do you feel like that you know the team? Is it like right at this point, like because you're learning each other, and is it before you get to conference play? Is it something where you're learning like on the go? Do you feel like you got a good grasp of it? When you bring in so many veteran players that have played a lot of minutes elsewhere, when do you feel like that kind of all comes together?
Yeah, we're figuring that out in real time. I think this 5-game stretch here we just completed, we found out a lot about our team. The thing I've been most impressed about with our group is with 12 out of the 14 being new, is how quickly the chemistry's been developed within the group. And that's why I thought Saturday's game in New Orleans was so important, because that was the first time we got punched in the face, and I wanted to see how we would respond. And obviously was really pleased there. But it's really, we could have a full hour conversation on this. I think everyone's trying to figure out how guys' roles translate in this new portal world we live in. And, you look last year, the SEC, once again, most NBA draft picks in the country.
Right.
7 of the 13 started their careers at the, quote, low to mid-major program. And so now you're trying to figure out what translates when you do elevate from a mid-major program now to the best league in the country. And some of the things that we've identified through studying it, positional size. So you look like a Max McKinnon, he's 6'6" at the 2-guard position. Markel Sutton is 6'9", 230. Yeah. DJ Thomas, his skill level coming from the Mountain West Conference, which a lot of people don't realize for the last 2 years has actually been a better league than the ACC.
Yep.
So just trying to figure those things out, what's going to translate in this portal world. And, so far I love the formula. Now we'll get tested as we get toward the gauntlet of SEC play after the new year.
Well, Coach, I don't think you were alone on, and certainly basketball or any other sport in college. On everybody's just trying to figure out this new portal world, and I think those that are adapting quickly and faster than others are the programs that have the most success. But we're football guys over here, so I kind of want to see. I want you to educate me a little bit on just the game preparation that goes into every single game. Obviously, there's a ton more games than what we're used to in the football world. But from we're used to getting a whole game plan, getting a scouting report on all these different teams. We watch film for days. Like, how much individual team preparation do you put your guys through? Do y'all study, all right, this guy has a very explosive point guard or a big down low or whatever it is? Do y'all watch film? Like, how is that preparation each and every week? Because there's obviously a lot of games throughout the year.
Yeah, really good question, Matt. I think we tried, just like we're adjusting and evolving with the portal world, we're adjusting and evolving in our scouting and our prep. I mean, it's a TikTok world. The attention spans are not that long. And so what we've gone to is every game essentially for us is a 2-day prep. And the 2 days out from a game, the meeting schedule would include personnel film and the main offensive actions our opponent runs. And then we have our practice, and we have a scout team and all of those things that we do. Then the day before the game, our meeting before practice is all about our opponent's defensive coverages and how we want to attack them. And then every night before a game, we have a team dinner, and then we go into a meeting we call How to Win. And it's basically just recaps everything we need to do, the keys to victory. It's all on film and slides, and we use emojis and all this crap to try and keep up with the time. Our scouting report, when I first started 30 years ago, that might have had, 1 page written up for every player, in a 10-size font, is now replaced with a hot emoji for an elite 3-point shooter, a snake for the head of the snake, a really good point guard that we got to take away, and so forth. So we're trying to keep up with the times too.
Actually, emojis and all that crap.
I love that. Hey, we do our film breakdowns, and Matt puts emojis in our film breakdowns as well.
It.
So yeah, we are right there with you. Coach, so we mentioned you got 3 more games before conference play starts. You got Southeastern, you got Prairie View, you got Southern Miss. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for from your team in those 3 games? Is there something like you want to see before you get to conference play, something you want to continue to work on? I know there's a lot of different things, maybe a lot of different answers there, but like one point of emphasis you want to see in those next 3 games.
Yeah, I think each of them has their own value for us, starting with tomorrow night. Obviously, goal number 1, always to win the game. But 2, tomorrow night, Southeastern Louisiana is top 20 in the country in forcing turnovers. They do that by random presses and traps and different zones that they run. And the good thing for us, our SEC opener is on the road at Texas A&M, and they play a similar way. I'm really intrigued to see how we handle all those different traps and pressures tomorrow. And then defensively, I just think our biggest room for growth there. We have been a good defensive rebounding team. We want to be an elite defensive rebounding team. Right now, we're 4th in the country in scoring in transition. And the way, in my smart coaching world, that tells me we want to get the transition more. And so to do that, you have to get defensive stops. And that means finishing possessions with limiting an opponent to 1 shot so we can get out and run and let DJ Thomas kind of orchestrate our offensive plan of attack there. So those will be some areas we're really locked in on going into tomorrow night.
Well, Coach, we are looking forward to seeing the team keep prepping and ramp up into SEC play and to continue all the improvement. And we've certainly enjoyed watching them so far this season. But I asked this coach yesterday to Coach Kim Mulkey, we got Christmas coming up, 7 days. Next week we got Christmas here. Hey, how do you entertain? Anything special that y'all are going to do with the team for, like, on Christmas Eve, on Christmas? I know y'all got to prep for games. Y'all are right in the middle of the season. I get that. But, like, it's a group of college kids. They're kind of away from their families. So is there anything special that you guys do?
Yeah, first off, I can't believe you didn't have the Hoosiers theme music going for me when we came into the game.
Great point.
But no, it's an important time. You know, I always say it. You know, the only bad thing about coaching college basketball or playing it is your Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays are almost non-existent.
Right.
But it's a short break for us. We'll do a big team Christmas gathering before they go on break. After we play Monday night, the guys get a 3-day window, 23rd, 24th, and 25th, where they'll get to go home and see family and kind of recharge. And then we come back the night of the 26th. And so quick turnaround, we play Southern Miss on the 29th, who should have beat South Carolina, who should have beat Ole Miss this past weekend. So we got to get them back on the 26th and get to work.
All right, there he is, LSU head basketball coach Matt McMahon, good enough to join us here on OTB. Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck in the game against Southeastern, and look forward to catching up soon.
All right, sounds good. Merry Christmas, everyone. Come see us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas, and go see the Tigers play inside the PMAC for the first time in a month. All right, we will take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, so y'all know over the last couple of days and weeks, we've been telling you about the new star of downtown Baton Rouge, and there's big things happening at Bally's Baton Rouge Casino and Hotel. If you're looking for a night out with excitement, this is the spot in the capital city. From all your favorite table games, slots, they've got incredible drinks, they've got incredible dining options, 5 new restaurants to choose from there, and a completely reimagined hotel experience. Bally's has everything you need for a first-class getaway right here in the capital city. So whether it's date night, a weekend escape, just after work, right? You want to go enjoy the new table games. You want to go enjoy the DraftKings Sportsbook, the completely brand new DraftKings Sportsbook. Bally's of Baton Rouge is where the action lives.
Yeah. So the grand opening's already happened, so we missed the drone show, the pyrotechnics, but guess what? You can still get out there and have a great night, a great afternoon, whatever it is. At Baton Rouge, you've got an upgrade. Bally's of Baton Rouge is absolutely incredible, from table games to slots to the DraftKings Sportsbook. Go check it out. Awesome place. Bally's of Baton Rouge.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
With all the delicious chicken finger options, it was an impossible decision.
How about a box combo? Good. Now what can I get for you?
No, I want a Caniac combo with extra cane sauce, no slaw, 2 extra toast, and a half sweet tea, half lemonade.
Celebrate the holidays with Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
At Luba Workers Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Off the Bench. Want to give a huge shout out.
Did you just government name us?
Do I?
Gave our full government name. Off the Bench.
Off the Bench.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
OTB. Is that better?
No, it's fine.
That's a street
name.
name.
Been a while. Yeah. Full government name.
Give a big shout out to Rejuvame Medical. You know what? Testosterone replacement, hormone replacement. Some people call it HRT. Well, Rejuvame Medical, RejuvameMedical.com, has been Louisiana's leader for 10 years. That's a whole decade.
It's a long
Not
time,
a
Bo.
big deal.
It's a long time.
And locations everywhere. So you can go, you can call them, get your panels drawn. You can go check out if you got low energy, less enthusiasm, whether it's at work, during the day, in the bedroom, whatever it is. You can check them out. They got 2 locations in Baton Rouge. They got Prairieville, Metairie, Slidell, Covington, Houma, Shreveport, Monroe, Lake Charles, Lafayette, even in D'Iberville, Mississippi. So no excuses. Give them a call. You can get those initial labs drawn for about, I think $250 is the initial appointment to speak to their staff over there, their medical staff, get the drawing. But if you call them and pre-book, got a 20% discount right there. So like I said, testosterone, they got the GLP-1s if you want to shed a few pounds, peptides for overall health, better sleep, faster healing and recovery. Come on, somebody.
Hello, somebody.
Medical.com, the best. No excuses. Get feeling better. There's a fix for it. Go check them out.
Right now.
Not a huge deal, honestly.
Oh, God. We gotta call Chef. So wrap it up.
Oh, we're calling him now?
Oh, yeah,
Is that 9:30?
Well, that's a 9:15 in the document. Let's wait till 9:30. Let's wait till
9:30. I think that's better. We don't want to rush, Chef.
Sorry, we gotta let you do your victory lap.
Coach McMahon. 2, not just good questions. What do you say? Great questions?
Great.
Good.
Oh, I'd love to get all of the credit to myself. If I can't, Taylor helped me with constructing that first question.
Right.
So shout out. I mean, wow, what a job. Print the shirts. 2 really great questions. People are talking. What are you laughing at?
They sure are.
What's the count?
And it's just you. What?
We've lost count of how many you've had at this point.
How can you count that high? Honestly. I mean, especially for not really having a lot of guests, you know?
Because you don't like them.
I love our guests. Are you kidding?
No, you like our guests. But you just having guests is not like your favorite thing. It wasn't T-Bob's either. Which is
I can say it's not my favorite. I just don't, really initiate a lot of it.
Yeah. If you only had a Rolodex to pull from to get guests on the show.
When are we getting Aaron on?
Yeah, we're getting
When are we
A-Rod
getting
on,
Aaron
bro.
on?
We've had Philip on this show. When we getting A-Rod on?
Let's get him in right after playoffs.
Okay.
I got some questions I want to ask him.
Make him announce whether he's retiring or staying on the show. He breaks it here.
Now let me ask you this about him, about Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
Of course, during and post like COVID, took a real reputation, took a big hit in the court of public opinion. And then with the Jets, he had an injury to some. But I would say probably most that have a microphone in front of their face or a camera in front of him. Now his year with the Steelers, I feel like, and this is from a very skewed point of view and opinion because I'm friends with him and I've always respected the decisions and the words that he says and how he presents it, and I understand that how things get twisted. But I feel like he's had a real big win in the court of public opinion this year, just from a personality standpoint and how his teammates have spoken about him and talked about him. You saw him like post game the other day. Someone that was on the other team interrupted his interview to like give him a hug and tell him that he loves him and like he misses him and blah blah blah. Like,
Who was that?
I don't remember the name, but it was
Russell Douglas. Maybe?
Probably.
I don't know, but it was a cool moment. So, like, of course, everybody says he's a bad teammate except for his actual teammates, right?
Right.
Everybody outside that doesn't really know. So, anyway, I just want to get, because it was so.
Have you met his wife yet?
No.
Is she real?
I have to assume so.
Okay.
I have to assume so.
Does
I
she
know that
exist?
question's out there.
The question's out there.
So wait, nobody knows his wife?
He's married to the game.
This is real?
I think
Yeah.
it's like a real thing that people are like, is this a Manti Te'o situation?
Remember, he had the ring on in the off season. Like, didn't announce anything. He had the ring on in the interview. Somebody asked him. He's like, "Oh yeah, we got married like a month ago."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "To who?"
The game.
Yeah, there's
One's like,
a respective privacy. I don't know.
You weren't invited to the
I
wedding?
think maybe AJ might have. I think AJ might have met her.
Wow, you weren't invited to the wedding?
I don't think anybody was. I don't know. Though.
So you get invited to the.
You didn't really get like you got like so we go to the Derby every year and we got a big group of people. So he was at that time. I think it just freshly been. Didn't get a lot of deal. Like get a group of guys together. You're like, tell me about your life.
Right. You're not asking.
No, y'all are
like,
not
you're
the
not
same as
asking
me.
that. You're not asking.
Nah.
that.
One thing about me, I ask questions.
Yeah.
Like I am a curious person. Like if I got Aaron in a room, I would find out about this lady.
Yeah.
Darkness retreat.
Mm-hmm. I was always curious about that. He didn't really give us an answer, I don't think, but we did ask him like, darkness retreat. When you go number 2, how do you know when you're done wiping?
That is a very good question.
It's such a Flynn question.
Never would have thought
good
of
one,
that.
though.
Yeah.
Such a Matt
Add that
Flynn
to your
question.
good question
Thank
tally,
you.
right? That's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so he's 42.
Yeah. He
Young.
just turned 42.
He looks really good.
Young. 40's young.
And he's playing well. I mean, the guy can spit it. I think from a roster standpoint, the Steelers aren't like as good as the elite teams in the NFL. But I think they did some really good fixes, bringing in Adam Thielen, who's the MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who's been with Aaron before. I think they brought in some really smart pieces to add to DK Metcalf because they understand the high football IQ guys. Thielen been in it for a long time, can block down the field, understands the concept of beating zone coverages, understands attacking the middle of the field, and then of course Valdez-Scantling's been with Aaron before and knows what to expect. So I think they did some like really smart additions mid-season from the receiving corps to help Aaron's comfortability level of getting the ball out. Now he's got his big playability, of course, with DK. We saw it the other day, an incredible touchdown down in the red zone. It was amazing throw and then a great run after the catch. So they're an intriguing team to me, especially if they can hold on to the AFC North and host a playoff game. Aaron in the cold is elite. So I'd like to see. I think the goal for them would be to win a playoff game and then see what happens. But of course, I think Mike Tomlin has been on the perceived hot seat from Steeler fans, I guess, this year. All the national shows, is Mike Tomlin really on the hot seat? Is his job really in jeopardy? But because I guess they hadn't won a playoff game in a ton of years. I have no idea.
Yep.
To answer your question, for someone, you and I have talked about this, for someone that's never been a huge Aaron Rodgers fan, yeah, my opinion of it has improved this season.
Good.
And I didn't think it was going to. I mean, Aaron, obviously, and I don't. But, when I looked at it, I was like, I didn't end the best with Green Bay. Then he went to the Jets. Now, how much of that's his fault? Because the Jets are always awful, but didn't end the best there. And I just looked at him like, okay, he's getting older. It hadn't ended well his last 2 stops. So I had questions. I had questions of whether him and Tomlin were going to work because both of them seem like they want to do things their way. They've meshed perfectly. I mean, and the question was, How many weapons is he going to have? Is his personality going to gel with Tomlin? So far, it has.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron's been a lot more lighter in the media. You know what I mean? He made the joke when somebody asked him, oh, what do you think about Phillip Rivers joining the Colts? He goes, I think it's great. I'm not the oldest guy in the league anymore. Like,
right,
you know, he's been a lot more lighthearted. So, yeah, like, for someone that's been critical, my opinion's improved of him.
Yeah, he seems like, you know, it seems like the Steelers media, like the beat writers, the people that are in there every day, probably are a lot more professional and better than the ones in New York or in New Jersey that do it every day. Like former relations, like in Green Bay, like the beat writers, they had they were not relationships with most of them. There was some guys that would push the envelope a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember,
like
Kevin Acey, shout out. He was a Chargers beat reporter.
You got to remember, like, you have cameras in your face, or like you people around you, like you're talking to that person, and you kind of forget that you're talking to like millions of people.
Yeah,
you're talking to that person, and if that person's abrasive or a prick, you're kind of a prick back to him a little bit. That's just human nature, right? And certainly he's been one that's always been hyper aware of pointed questions, like understanding when people are trying to get something out of him. He kind of is a prick back to them at those points as well. So I feel like the Steelers press is probably pretty good and forming a relationship and actually having a conversation with a person than rather trying to get something from them.
Yeah, I don't get like asking dumb questions and expecting to get like a politically correct answer back. Like when somebody, it's kind of like when somebody says something to you like online or something like that and you respond to them and they're like, oh,
right.
You don't have to be rude. It's like, okay, you said something crazy to me. You think I'm just going to sit here and take it?
Yeah.
Like it's like that. Like if you're going to be rude or ask dumb questions to Aaron and like be however,
ask dumb
he's going to
question, you get a dumb answer.
And then the person with the camera who asked the question
Yeah.
also controls which part he airs
Right.
that you said, so he can pick out like the worst thing that you said, the
Yeah.
most damning thing.
Or you see it on social media all the time, and I hate it. Somebody will post something, they'll just post it.
Yeah.
Unprovoked, and you know it's controversial. And in the post, they say, keep your comments to yourself. I don't need to hear them. What the hell did you post it for?
Right.
What was the point of this?
Right. It was kind of like a couple of weeks ago where Aaron was talking about one of the games, and they posted like a portion of a sentence talking about how his receivers needed to come to the film study.
Yeah.
But like they didn't post the whole
quote.
The whole statement about it. It was actually a really good statement, and so that kind of got squashed. But you could tell they were trying. Somebody was trying to find something.
So dumb.
Anyway, I know he could have done a better job, and I think he would probably admit that. Done a better job in that court of public opinion during some things. There's probably some things he's like, maybe I shouldn't have just should have kept it to myself. Maybe I don't know.
think you should just be yourself.
That's the thing, though. It's like we all want athletes to say stuff.
Yeah.
We all want athletes
Unless
to
you
like
disagree
give us
with
something.
it.
Like we don't want the 2-word answers, and we all want to see their personality as long as we like it.
Yeah.
Right. As soon as we don't like it or agree with it, it's like, well, let's just go poo-poo on him all the time. Then what does that make them do? They're not going to give you much after that. So be careful what you wish for, I guess.
Yeah.
Steelers Chargers playoff matchup.
Oh,
be fun.
Be a lot of fun.
That'd be fun. So yeah, there'd be 0 completely healthy left hands playing quarterback in that one. two broken left hands.
Right.
Fair.
Anyways, get him on.
Very fair. Yeah. Stop changing the subject for 15 minutes and get him on. All right, we'll take a break. Chef Michael Johnson, answer your munchie questions when we come back here from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com,
Hey,
GEAUX, Tommies with a Y.com, where you'll clearly see the difference. Go to the website today. That's Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding, and you can check out all the things that they can do for you. I mean, each of those has its own tab, and you can see the work that they've done here in the greater Baton Rouge area. You can see the awards that they win. They hang banners over at Tommy's, including Best Windows in Baton Rouge this year in the Advocate. That went to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and yes, also Siding.
What about 2016?
Yeah.
17?
Yep.
18?
Yep.
Every year since 2016, they've won awards?
It's the LeBron guarantee in Miami, except this actually happened.
Not a huge deal if you really think about it. Go Tommy's. They are the best. If you have a project happening, we know you're going to get some prices. You're going to talk to some different people about the project. Do yourself a favor. Make sure one of them is Tommy's. We're talking lifetime warranties on anything they install. Go check them out. GoTommys.com.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
Lockmere to Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades, but our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lockmere to Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
It's been a while since I could.
Welcome back in, OTB. I hadn't heard that song forever. Well done. I want to remind you about Russell Pool Company. RussellPools.com is the website. Go to the website today, see what they can do for you, which is build that dream pool in your space. And chances are you've been dreaming about that dream pool for a long time, maybe your whole life, and you know exactly what you want. But I always encourage you, go check out the gallery of work because they can do so many different things for you. They can add so many different features to your dream pool. There's financing options right there on the homepage of the website as well. And all that information can be found. All the gallery can be seen at russellpools.com, russellpools.com. All right, let's go ahead and go to one of our favorite segments of the week. Little Munchies with Chef Michael Johnson.
Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and leave this segment hungry. This is Munchies with Executive Chef Michael Johnson. Let's eat.
Chef, we didn't catch you on a boat this week, did we?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Look, 2 weeks in a row would have been tough. I'd have felt incredibly bad. How did the fishing trip end up? We know we cost you at least one last week while you were on the phone.
Yeah, that's all right, man. We actually killed them, brother. We brought in like 10 or 12 really nice specks, 4 or 5 really nice reds.
Yep.
We caught a ton of sheep's head. I actually caught a little toadfish, which was pretty neat. You don't catch those very often. I caught a flounder too. and I caught my personal best black drum, which most people don't dig on black drum. And that big, I put it back, but it was like a 45-pound black drum on a hook and line. So that was pretty fun inshore.
How long did it take you to get that in?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn near pulled me out of the boat. yeah.
Chef, hashtag munchies, jambalaya or pastalaya?
Jambalaya. Yeah. And it's interesting because I was born in the Midwest, so I'm a potato eater, and I have children that were born in the South, so they're rice eaters. But in this, and I have Italian blood because I'm a pasta eater too. But I'm a rice. I'm a jambalaya guy all day long.
It's the right answer.
Chef, we've been talking about soups this week a little bit.
Okay.
We kind of wanted to do like a tier list of soups. And it's probably like weather dependent, probably seasonally. So this time of year, if you were to make your own soup and sit down and just give it like to a good bowl of soup, what's that going to be?
Yeah. It's I don't know why, but I love it's funny because in the middle of the summer it's a chilled potato soup. But in this time of year, I like a warm, like cream potato soup, like a chicken stock with cooked potatoes pureed down, like some sweated leeks in there, a little bit of heavy cream to cream it out. I like the way warm potato soup sits in the stomach and warms you from the inside. Yeah. It's very fulfilling, right? I'm a chili guy too, but I think chili is reserved for when it's I think it's reserved for when it's just brutally cold outside. This little chill in the air, I love this time of year when it's clear blue skies, and it just reminds me of a warm potato soup, man.
Chef, hashtag munchies, and this one kind of falls in the same line. Is cereal just breakfast soup?
It kind of is, right? Chunky, I suppose. I can take that, right? And I like to put dried fruits in my cereal too. So it really is kind of different ingredients.
Yeah, that's like your saltines, basically.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Add a little texture.
I like it.
We had a little conversation about this. I don't believe it was with you either, Chef. I think we were just talking about it randomly. Is gumbo a soup to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You eat it with a spoon out of a bowl. I'll call it a soup. It's kind of like it's taco. Tacos, sandwiches. I think they're little Mexican sandwiches. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right, let's see. There was hashtag munchies. Besides cookies, what can our kids leave out for Santa?
Whew, man, that's a good one, man.
I
I don't know if Santa always drinks warm milk either, so I think you have to talk about a sandwich and a beer, maybe.
That's fair.
I don't know.
Dude, if you left us just a huge BLT with an ice cold Dos Equis, I think your present, the number would go up by 2.
Yeah. I think Santa's pretty open-minded about that kind of stuff. Yep. It's a long day. Maybe even a little warm glass of bourbon or something.
That's fair. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see. I don't know if I'd rather spend time with Santa after like a couple billion glasses of milk or a couple billion glasses of whiskey.
I bet they're both ugly. Neither one's pretty.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Okay, hashtag munchies here. Okay, obviously take your current job out of it. But if you could have any chef-related career outside of what you're doing right now, because I'm sure that's a dream, what would it be and where?
It's difficult for me to say something other than what I'm doing, man, honestly, because it's a really unique position. And, the restaurant business is tough. I don't really miss that too much. I always wanted to work on a cruise ship, but that's a tough life. The job that I have and the things that I get to do and the events that I participate in, it is really an interesting job, and it's never the same day twice, and I don't know, man. It would be really difficult, and I'm not being biased here. And I'm not saying this for the likes of LSU or anybody else that's listening. I really love this job, and I think, from a chef's perspective, people aspire to have a position like this, and it really is a unique position in the fact that I travel with the football team. We spend time, I get to watch my product in front of me on the football field, and other arenas too, baseball and basketball, everything else. But getting to spend time, we have a captive audience, right? Like we don't live and die by Yelp. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is really nice because, you know, the keyboard warriors that are out there these days, you know, if you don't treat everybody just so, you get pencil whipped for, you know, standing your ground at your own restaurant, you know? And so it really is it's a unique position to be in, and I really love the job that I have.
Hashtag Munchies, white or yellow grits, or does it matter?
You know, I guess it depends on what you're eating. You know, like I'm not eating yellow grits for breakfast. I would eat white grits for breakfast. I think yellow grits are good for, you know, like cheesy grits and shrimp maybe. But I don't know, man. That's a good question, brother. I think it's, you know, it depends on the meal and what you're serving it with. Yeah. I would say that. You know, if I'm eating, you know, like fried chicken with grits, I think because you can if you want to. Now I could see it going yellow, but I think like the lighter the grit, maybe the lighter the meat. You know, with seafood, you know, shrimp and white grits. I don't know. It I think is in the moment maybe, and also in the dish that you're serving, and the time that the dish is being served as well.
Guys, I got a confession to make. I didn't know there was yellow grits.
Yeah.
I just thought the yellow grits just had a lot of butter or some cheese in it.
Yeah. Yellow corn and white corn. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not a grit guy. I don't really dabble. But clearly, I've seen some like yellow ones. I was like, man, that's a lot.
You just said that over air. Bro.
Zero grit.
I was like, that's a lot of butter there. All right, hashtag Munchies. What's your non-negotiable have to have food for Christmas?
Oh man, I like a prime rib, brother, and it sounds so bougie. just hearing me say it, I'm like, man, I sound like bougie, but I like a nice cut of beef at Christmas, man. It's kind of that, you know, sit down with the family and enjoy something hearty and lay down and take a nap and maybe watch some football and, you know, like enjoy the children and the family. And I don't know, it's kind of that just, it feels good from the inside and the outside, you know, like being around the people you love and eating a warm, you know, steak that lays you out for about 2 hours. I'll take that.
I like that.
Not every day of the week. 2 hours. Yeah, not every day of the week, but definitely on Christmas. I don't mind.
All right, there he is. Our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, executive chef for LSU Athletics. Good enough to join us for your Munchie questions every single week here on the show. Chef, we appreciate it. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we'll catch up again with you in a couple weeks.
Take care, guys. Y'all have a Merry Christmas.
All right, you as well. Love Chef. Great answers. Always thoughtful answers. Always the true.
Mm-hmm. I love hearing that too. Like he's when you hear him talk about the job, the opportunity that has to do this job. Like, I mean, it's got to be incredible. And you just think about that. You don't live on Yelp reviews, which is like at a restaurant, everybody just be a prick out there.
All right, we'll close it out when we come back with a little Ask the Bench right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Clock integrity at an 11.
We're killing it. Award winning.
All right. When you need electrical work done right the first time, call the pros at Boudreaux's Electrical. If you're getting your house wired, if you're getting an upgrade on your panel, if you're getting that whole home generator, commercial projects, emergency repairs, they are licensed to handle all of that, and they're going to handle it at the highest quality. No shortcuts, no surprises, just honest work from a local company you can trust. We've been telling you about Boudreaux's Electrical for a long time. Get that whole home generator installed. Go to boudreauxelectrical.com.
That's right. We are talking to all of y'all out there. If you don't already have a whole home generator, well, this is a perfect time to do it. Go to their website, boudreauxelectrical.com, and just at least start the process. Start gathering some information. You don't have to pull the trigger right now. You can, obviously, because they are lock stock. They are ready to rock. But they have a big red button on their website. Request a free Generac quote. You can just get the process started and start collecting that info for that whole home generator. boudreauxelectrical.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children. At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builders Pool.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB. We want to remind you about our friends over at K to Z Blinds, KTOZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com. And of course, that is the website for K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. Interior, outdoor living. They can do it both in Baton Rouge, in the 337, in the 985. You can check out that service area on their homepage. But look, we've had listeners in Alexandria that have been able to benefit from our friends over at K to Z. So go check out the website again, KTOZBlinds.com. Check out what they can do for you, inside, outside, outside, inside, and sometimes it's both, like they've done for me, and they certainly can do for you. One more time, KTOZBlinds.com.
A little peculiar.
Hashtag OTB. Sure, we'll roll with it. Is it true fullbacks hate linebackers and vice versa? Do fullbacks look down on linebackers, kind of like DBs and receivers that can't catch? Or kind of like DBs are receivers that can't catch? Yeah, I look down on linebackers. For sure. Like Bobby Carpenter. Yeah, no doubt.
Nerds.
Where's the ball, coach? Am I going in this gap or that gap? There's not a lot, linebackers. It's like, see ball, hit ball. Not a lot to that,
If you ask a linebacker that same question about fullbacks, they wouldn't know how to answer because there are no fullbacks.
Kyle Juszczyk dead? He died? I don't know about that. Huh? Kyle Juszczyk. He died?
You got one. All right, you got one.
Did the Vikings fullback run for a touchdown on Sunday night? Or Monday
Yeah,
night,
C.J. Ham?
Yeah, oh yeah. That was weird.
Scott Matlock?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
he
look,
plays.
If I was a coach, I'd bring back the fullback.
Adam Troutman for the Broncos got to carry on fourth down.
Oh, you can't hate on my comment.
Prentice, that's
you
right.
said
Troutman's there.
Yeah.
You said you were going to direct a movie called The Last Fullback.
That wasn't the title. It was something of that nature. That wasn't
The Last Fullback. That's kind of like The Last Samurai.
You got to have way more thinking as a fullback. Yeah, because I have pass protection. You got run fits. Where's the ball, coach? This gap, that gap. That's linebacker. Okay.
And boom, hit him in the face.
Hashtag Ask the Bench. Which OTB producer would Jake and Flynn take in the divorce?
Wait, so like me and you get a divorce? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I got Alondra, you got Taylor. Me and Alondra's music taste is just too on point.
True.
We can't separate that.
Oh, it's a win-win, guys.
Yeah, I know. We've said it long that this is the wolf pack. Like this is as good as it's ever been.
Actually, I think I would probably hire a good attorney and go for full custody.
See, no, you can't do that.
Jake doesn't get anything.
They didn't think that they were gonna. They didn't think that we were gonna answer the question.
You get every other weekend, bud.
Every
other weekend.
Monitored visitation.
Monitored visitation.
I think you and Taylor on a road trip, y'all's playlist would vibe, and so would me and Alondra.
You get every other weekend and every fourth Christmas.
Okay.
For both of us?
Yeah. I'm going full custody. Sorry.
Yeah, you got deeper pockets than me too. You're probably getting the better attorney.
You can have the Saints helmet though.
Thanks.
I'll take the rest.
Thanks.
I got the raccoon.
Okay. Can I have the Chargers helmet? You don't like the Chargers.
No,
Well, you're taking the Saints fan, so you're going to have to take the
That's
Saints
true.
helmet.
I'm going for the jugular. I'm taking Allstott and the Chargers helmet.
Dang.
Wow.
That's right.
Again, the quarterback money's different than the fullback money, guys. I got nothing.
Jake's going to be sitting up there, not the All-Star. You can have anything but the All-Star.
It's like that
Take
couple.
Alondra.
Yeah.
It's like that couple you see on the social media from like the 90s where they're separating their beanie babies out.
Yeah.
You take,
Yeah,
you
y'all are
take
separating
like Jake's
helmets.
house and Jake's car. He's got the All-Star, and Jake's like, well, I fleeced him.
Chill. Chill. Hey, I'll always have GCOP. Hopefully Matt doesn't take them with him in the divorce.
You better get that paper trail.
GCOPnet.com, Gulf Coast Office Products.
Save you them papers.
Unfortunately, they're going to make sure the papers do come through. I'm not going to be able to try to hide those because you get the best customer service. The Pelicans, the Saints, the Tigers, the Raging Cajuns, they all trust them.
All of them.
Yeah. So if you work at a law firm, papers are going to be there. Every time. GCOPnet.com. Gulf Coast Office Products. Your leader. Always answering the phone.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Don't feel good about this divorce if it happens.
Let's just not do it.
Yeah, let's not do it. You're right.
I hate when my parents fight.
I think, look.
We were getting close when I said that fullback joke.
Oh, no. What was it the other day? I was going to punch you right in
Running back in the first round.
Oh, running back in the first round that you were clearly wrong, huh?
Dummy. Dumb.
We're cool as long as you admit I'm right.
No, you're not right. No.
What a great show. Hey, I hope you have a great Christmas little trip. We'll hold down the fort for you.
I appreciate it.
Like I said, the tripod
You're back
tomorrow.
Monday, right?
I'll be back Monday too. Then I'm
all
out.
right. Oh yeah, because you got a promise you got to fulfill. I'll be back Monday,
right.
but it's okay. The tripod is going to be standing tall tomorrow. We love you.
Off the bench.
This menu is a masterpiece. Delivers every time.
This is the worst party ever. Raisin Cane's!
Let's go!
The party is saved!
Peter, Mr. Billingsley.
Celebrate the holidays with Raisin Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google. Based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Lott Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit your